Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Cesta Cyclones and the Tejada Devils. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Cesta Cyclones. Number 8, Jedin. Number 22, Bueno. Number 23, Ikeda. Number 3, Carballo. Your captain of the Cyclones, number 60, Manny. And number 17, Manu. And now the home team, the Tejada Devils. From Hialeah, Florida, number 18, CRB. From Lacatio, number 45, Iriondo. From San Sebastian, number 46, Arta. From Zumaya, number 38, Urbieta. Your captain of the Devils, from Vitoria, number 31, Jairo. And from New Haven, Connecticut, number 13, Douglas. And with that, the players salute you, the fans. We are ready to begin tonight's game day. And with that, want to welcome everybody joining us. Broadcast to another edition of Friday Night Jai-Alai here in the Magic City. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman. How you doing, Stu?
Andrew, I'm well. Good evening. Excited for a wonderful evening of Cesta Cyclones and Tejada Devils live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton here in Miami, Florida.
Yes, hope you had a great Thanksgiving, Stu. Hope everyone at home had a great Thanksgiving as well. Here on this Friday evening, big game day between two teams you might see in the playoffs come December. Starting off here, second-ranked team for the Cyclones, Ikeda and Manny, taking on the third team of the Devils, that is Douglas and Iriondo. We're ready for the first serve.
There's the serve. Our first match has begun. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Backhand by Douglas. Douglas forehand from the 10 line, high and hard to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played by Ikeda. Here's the forehand by Iriondo. Ikeda's there. Backhand. Manny on the catch, backhand. Iriondo fine play from the 11 line. A forehand by Ikeda. Here's Iriondo to the inside. Manny's there. Manny on the forehand. What a throw to the inside will score for Manny. Ikeda and Manny of the Cesta Cyclones are on the board first with a point. Reminder, the scoring for Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
It's really been a tale of 2 seasons here for Ikeda and Manny in fall 23. Their first 7 matches, just 1-6, 3-0 over their last 3, Stu. Led by Ikeda up there in the front court. He's been killing the point a lot more frequently, and Manny's been as solid as ever there in the back.
Backhand by Iriondo. Backhand by Manny. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played to the inside by Douglas. Iriando with a fine catch, backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Iriando gets in there and makes a difficult save. Very little notice. Magic City bounce, coming low and hard to score. Ikeda and Manny in the white shirts, the Cesta Cyclones, get the point and the serve.
Yeah, just an unfortunate bounce right there, kicking off the side wall. Take the second panel straight to the right side of Iriando, where he was lining it up on his left. Nothing he can really do. Devils find themselves in an early deficit, down 2-0.
Douglas picks the serve, rifles it home to score. Beautifully executed. Kill shot by Douglas. The DeHada Devils are on the board with a point. Douglas serves. This is something that I had the opportunity to talk to Douglas a little bit about as far as what his strategy, as we often hear in between the matches, was going to be. And it was like, had to start thinking about throwing more shots.
Has to. You got to put points up on the board, especially you're a third team here. You're playing ranked down already. Got to find a way to put points quickly. That's a good shot there by Douglas.
Here's a catch by Iriando, backhand to the inside. Manny from the 11 line over the top. Catch by Iriando. Iriando from the 12 line. Ikeda's there. Big right side, clears the overhead screen. Ikeda makes the catch. Beautiful play by Iriando, moving up on the ball. That's a nice backhand. Manny makes a save. Douglas has it, winds up. Big left side to the inside. Backhand by Manny. Here's the backhand by Iriando. Manny's there. Iriando, backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Manny from the 12. Here's a backhand by Iriando. Manny plays it to the forehand of Douglas. Douglas, Cortada scores. We're all tied up, 2 points apiece. Reminder, the first to 6 points will win the set. Douglas has the serve in the red shirt for the DeHada Devils.
And throwing a shot doesn't necessarily involve a 2-all. Perfect example right there.
Throw
just
the ball where your opponent's
Cortada.
not. Exactly. Yeah. And move your players around. Move your opponents around. Douglas has the opportunity to do that here. It'd be a little bit more aggressive play than we've seen from him. Nice duck.
Right through his legs.
Here's the backhand by Iriando. Manny's there. Robote left side. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda forehand to pass. Caught in the air by Iriando. Here's the backhand. Hard throw to the inside. Robote not coming out by much. And Douglas and Iriando now take the lead with 3 points. Douglas serves.
Yeah, that one just dying in the corner. You see Ikeda having to lunge back for it. Just couldn't get enough on it. And even time it up. Even play that Robote. You see Douglas kind of just starting to get into this match now. A couple shots. Good power. Forcing that tough Robote right there. Dropped it perfectly in the corner.
There's a catch by Manny. Manny over the top to the inside. Tough play there at the side wall. We're tied up at 3 points apiece. Ikeda will serve for the Cyclones.
And when it's kicking up that high, maybe an easier Robote for Douglas. That's two already that Iriando's missed. Same spot and a similar throw. See if Douglas calls him off next time it comes there.
Beautiful serve by Ikeda. Will score 4 points for the white shirts. Ikeda and Manny have the serve.
Ikeda not an overpowering serve, but does a good job of crossing the sidewall, getting it back across to Iriando's forehand. The ball's got a lot of spin. It's a little tougher to control.
Another good serve by Ikeda. Here's the backhand by Iriando. Manny takes it from the side wall. Beautiful catch by Iriando. Backhand from the 11 line. Manny's there. Backhand to the inside. Big right side by Iriando. Ikeda has it at the 6 line. Robote left side. Here's the catch by Manny. Douglas reaching out. Great grab. Backhand from the 6 line. Hard to the inside. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Douglas with a leap has it. Splitter. Stopped on the forehand of Manny. There's the backhand by Iriondo. Powerfully thrown, caught by Manny. Manny comes over the top. Douglas takes it on the bounce at the 9 line. Big backhand right to the corner. Rebote forehand is saved by Manny. Powerful costado to the inside is saved by Manny. Drop shot, light touch. Put her in the middle of the court, though. Ball tipped, well played by all 4 players. 5 points for Ikeda and Manny of the Cesta Cyclones. Ikeda serves.
Yeah, you said it, Stu. Douglas putting that drop shot right to the middle of the court, almost like a soft 2-wall, which gave Ikeda an easier catch on it. Take a look right here. Douglas maybe got caught between 2 throws. I mean, that comes right to the middle of the court, easily to his forehand. Ikeda's got to kill it.
Yeah,
perfectly
he's got to run
placed.
more inside in a drop shot, much better, but
yeah,
slight mistake.
Maybe crossed up. Maybe he was looking at a 2-wall in the last second, dropped it in.
Fault, over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Excellent catch by Iriondo. There's the backhand. Clearing the overhead screen. Rebote coming out. Kate on the rebote. Catch by Iriondo. Iriondo over the top to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand by Iriondo. Manny from the 10 line. There's the backhand by Iriondo. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Here's a catch by Iriondo. Ball tipped, point and set, ladies and gentlemen. The first set of the evening for Ikeda and Manny of the Cesta Cyclones, winning 6-3. We'll put 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set.
Well, Cyclones doing a good job of testing Iriondo there in the backcourt. Those high forehands come crossing deep into the backcourt with a big bounce. There was 3 of them that crossed Iriondo up, a missed serve as well, and just not enough offense for what the Cyclones had there in the opening set.
We know that we're going to get a great defensive game in these white shirts. Part of the longest point played at Magic City Jai-Alai a few weeks ago, a 7.5-minute point, part of a almost 50-minute match. So you know that it's going to be difficult to get Ikeda and Manny to drop or miss the ball. Douglas trying a few different things there. That blast to the outside worked really well for him. Should have given him a little bit more confidence maybe to throw a few additional ones. Here we have some replays from that first set.
Yeah, I think that's the one you're talking about right
boom
here.
to the outside. I mean, Ikeda was there too, but it was coming so fast, he had to switch from left to right. Didn't have a play on the ball. Really well done.
Look at this throw with Ikeda hanging a little bit deep. I mean, that's perfectly
placed.
placed.
Just off the cesta. If Manny had a better play on it, he needed to call him off. Look, one of multiple great saves by Manny. Manny will just sit back here with those rubber band knees and throw those all night long.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it, Stu.
Neither do I, actually. Just know he's been doing it since 2001.
Look at this forehand. I mean, crossing right at the feet.
Yeah, it was really well done. There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players take their breaks back here in between sets. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida.
And this is an Ikeda Manny team that actually defeated Jairo and Urbieta back on the 31st. So that's one of the better second-ranked teams. They knew that Douglas and Iriondo were going to have their hands full here. Had a good run there in the middle part of that opening set to take a 3-2 lead. Then it was 4 straight for the Cyclones to close it out. See what Douglas and Iriondo can do here to begin set number 2 with the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Douglas has the serve for the DeHada Devils. Under serve, that's a first fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve is good. Ball's in play. There's the backhand by Manny. Backhand by Iriondo. Manny gets out of the way. Ikeda makes a save. Douglas gets in there. What a catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 7 line. Manny has it on the forehand. Big right side to the inside. Miscommunication there, but Manny makes the save. Douglas attacks. Has it on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Manny makes the save again. Douglas attacks again from the 3-line. Powerful Costavo. Manny gets in there again. What a catch by Douglas. There's the drop shot.
That's great.
Scores on the second bounce. What a well-played point. First point of this match goes to Douglas and Iriondo. Today, how the Devils, Douglas serves. That's a little bit more what I'm talking.
That's perfect.
You see, because you begin to ask the question, why keep trying Manny? He's saving the rebotes and he catches everything in the air. I realize he missed one in the first set. Why keep? Well, you keep doing it, and then kill it to the inside. Douglas did that perfectly. Excellent serve by Douglas will score. That is 2 points for Douglas and Iriondo in the red shirts. Douglas serves.
Yeah, it's perfectly placed, crossing deep in the backcourt there about the 11 line. So Douglas has shown us a bit of a faster serve here in this fall 23 season. He's going to keep going with it.
Ikeda picks the serve. There's the backhand. Caught by Iriondo. Backhand from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, saved by Ikeda. Douglas calls for the rebote. Manny's got it. Douglas on the catch. Backhand blasted. Rebote coming all the way out. Catch by Douglas midcourt. Splitter. Scoop by Ikeda.
Oh, that's
Cortada by
score.
Ikeda will score. There's a point for Ikeda and Manny. Ikeda will serve.
Great defensive play by Ikeda on the outside. The forehand sounded a little clunky off the front wall. I don't know if that was as much Iriondo's fault. He probably should have moved up a little bit, but that was not a natural bounce there. Died about the 8 line.
Here's the backhand by Iriondo. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. That clears the overhead screen. Douglas for the rebote. Fires it to the inside, and Manny's there. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Passes Manny. This is the rebote. That rebound from the back wall. Iriondo forehand from the 9 line. Ikeda back at the 9 line. Backhand. Ball not coming out. Well thrown. 2-2. Ikeda serves for the Cyclones in white.
Yeah, Iriondo seems to be thinking a lot here in the backcourt. Not really sure which balls to go for, and then the one that drops right in the chula is the one that he finally lets come out. Tough up there. They just have to communicate a little bit more effectively. Starts with Douglas up there in the front. Hope that
Underserve.
he just lost his footing there.
First fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
He's twisted his ankle.
Yeah, losing your footing it's okay. I mean, he good presence of mind to keep the ball in try to keep the ball in play.
Yeah.
Yep, slided. Yeah, he's yeah. That just looks nasty. But look at that presence of mind that he has to try to keep that serve going in. Here's the backhand by Iriondo. Catch by Manny. Backhand by Iriondo. Powerfully thrown. Manny's there. Catch by Douglas. Backhand by Douglas. Rebote saved by Manny. Douglas has it up at the 5 line. What a scoop by Manny. Douglas makes the catch on the forehand. Powerful throw. Right over Douglas's head. Here is the backhand by Iriondo. Rebote coming way out. Iriondo on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Excellent catch by Iriondo. He comes over the top. Ikeda has it on the forehand. That ball stays to the inside. Iriondo's there. Ikeda on the catch. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Here's the catch by Manny. There's the backhand by Iriondo. What a catch by Iriondo. Backhand from the 13 line. Here's Ikeda. Rebote saved by Douglas. Ikeda brings it in at the 6 line. Low and hard on the return. Caught by Iriondo. Iriondo hard to the inside. Caught by Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Douglas. What a catch by Iriondo deep in the backcourt. Douglas takes the ball in the air, winds up, back to the inside he goes. Bit of a bounce. Manny makes the save. Douglas has it at the 3 line. The 2 line, rifles it home to score. 3 points for Douglas and Iriondo. Douglas serves.
Good illustration of why the Philo, the outside placement from the Costado, such an effective shot. You had both Cyclones in the same spot. Neither of them could scoop it up. Just coming so fast, hard to time it up.
See, when you're capable of that style of play, not everyone is. Use it. Here's a serve by Douglas, and it scores. 4 points for Douglas and Iriondo. Douglas serves.
And 2 aces in this set. Serves are coming out pretty hot today.
Here's a backhand by Manny. Iriondo on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Here's a backhand by Douglas, powerfully thrown. Ikeda looks for the rebote at the 4 line. Makes a save. Douglas has it. Backhand from the 8. Hard throw to the inside again. Ikeda passes. Iriondo with a tip ball. 3 points for the white shirts, Ikeda and Manny. Ikeda will serve.
Douglas has thrown the ball about as hard as we've ever seen. I mean, blasting it, forcing some long rebotes. Ikeda's doing a good job of returning them. And Iriondo, again, just not his best day in the backcourt's got to lock in. Some crucial points coming up here.
Ball under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Right side by Iriondo. Douglas makes a fine catch to the 8 line. There's the backhand. To the inside, difficult rebote save by Ikeda. There's the backhand by Iriondo, powerfully thrown wall-to-wall from the left side. Another fine catch by Iriondo. Backhand, runner to the inside, picked up by Ikeda. 4-4 is the score. Ikeda has the serve for the Cesta Cyclones in white.
And pretty much all these misses exclusively on the left side of Iriondo, which is typically his strong suit. And doing a good job of crossing the sidewall, forcing some tougher catches, but there's some that we haven't really seen Iriondo miss all season.
Here's the backhand by Iriondo. Powerful backhand. Rebote comes all the way to the 3 line. Saved by Ikeda. Douglas calls for the rebote. It's dropping. He makes the save. Ikeda has it on the forehand at the 4 line. Drop shot to the inside. Will score. Well thrown by Ikeda for 5 points. That brings Ikeda and Manny to a possible match point.
Yeah, he threw that with a lot of topspin, which kind of forced that second bounce to come a little bit sooner than Iriondo was expecting. That was a really good fake, really good drop shot. Cyclones again with a run in the middle portion of the set. They come back now leading 5-4 with a chance to take it.
Here's the backhand by Iriondo. Rebote. Left side. Douglas attacks, winds up. Costi to the inside, stopped by Manny. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out, all the way out to the 3 line. Powerfully thrown by Douglas. Rebote coming to Ikeda. Fine catch by Iriondo. Iriondo hard to the inside. Manny's there. Outside placement, scoop by Douglas. Powerful, powerful throw by Douglas will score. It is 5-5. This is set point. If the red shirts win this, we'll move on to a 3rd and decisive set. The Cyclones win this in white. We're done.
What a play here by Douglas to keep his team alive. Look at the scoop on the outside, and then this forehand coming in low and hard. Yeah, man, he couldn't line that one up. He's been choosing the rebote a lot on those low, hard ones. Maybe not as comfortable on the catch, but that one not playable on the back end that time.
Great serve right up the middle. Here's the catch by Douglas. Backhand to the inside. Rebote coming out. Rebote's dropping. Douglas makes a fine save. Ikeda's going to have it on the forehand at the 4 line. Low and hard to the inside. What a catch by Iriondo. There's the backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand to the inside. Douglas is there. Big backhand by Douglas. Low and hard, and Manny's got it. Iriondo, beautiful catch. Backhand from the 12 line. Rebote. Forehand by Ikeda. Caught by Douglas. Douglas low and hard to the inside. Ikeda calls for it. Douglas has it again, this time at the 7 line. Goes for the 3-wall play. Manny in position, lets it pass to Ikeda, who missed the rebote. That is point and set, ladies and gentlemen, to Douglas and Iriondo, winning the second set 6-5. We will move on to a third and decisive set in just 2 minutes.
There's a comeback by Douglas and Iriondo.
Wow. Yeah, impressive.
6-5. We got a third set.
Really, really impressive. Now we have to see not a lot of sightings of Douglas and Iriondo in that third and decisive set. Both players play better as they get warmed up. So they had a good practice before we started. Have 2 sets under their belt. Let's see what happens here in this third set.
You see Jairo, team captain, talking with Iriondo. That team will be playing a little bit later tonight against Jed and Manny. Oh, we have about a minute here. Run through the other matchups today. Coming up next, 6th ranked doubles with Carballo and Jen taking on CRB and Arta. Then Manu against Douglas in singles, followed by Ikeda and Bueno against CRB and Urbieta. That's a 5th ranked doubles matchup. Jen and Manny against Jairo and Iriondo, 4th ranked. And then Carballo and Urbieta in singles will close it out. Some replays here of set number 2. And Douglas was throwing the ball hard. He was aggressive from the jump. And that was a great drop shot.
Beautifully done. Yeah.
Just by the 4 line.
By the 4 line, it's taken its second bounce. That's what you preferably by the 3, but that might be asking for a bit much. Really well done. Douglas taking the ball in the air. That's what made the difference here. Look how hard he throws it.
I mean that's a great shot. Split him up.
Scoop here. Great ball control in the cesta. You see how he catches it deep, flicks his wrist, the ball moves to the tip of the cesta. That's what you want it to do 9 times out of 10. In that case, Douglas does it just beautifully. See it there again. Catches it deep, sends this one for a 3-wall play. Manny's in perfect position to make that rebote. Ikeda calls him off, but missed the rebote. And on we go to a third set, which is about to begin.
Yeah, Ikeda's right side rebote percentage is near 100%. You go to the left side, it drops significantly. Much more comfortable there on the right. Douglas got it to his left, forcing that miss. And this third and decisive set just about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and final set for this first match. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. The first team to win 2 sets wins the match. Each team has won 1 set. First to 6 will win this match. Ikeda serves for the Cesta Cyclones. Here's a serve by Ikeda. We begin. Backhand by Iriondo to the inside. Rebote by Ikeda. That hit the overhead screen. First point of the third and decisive set goes to Douglas and Iriondo in the red shirts. The DeHada Devils. Douglas serves.
Just trying so hard to pass on that rebote. Got away from him, catching a piece of the overhead screen. Ikeda's been playing some of the best highlight of his career. Haven't seen those rebotes get away from him quite like that.
Fine serve by Douglas. That ball kicked up. Good catch and return by Iriondo. Ikeda on the backhand to the inside. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Douglas. That ball is not coming out. 2 points for Douglas and Iriondo. Douglas serves.
2 quick points at that. The chick-chack also.
Looking at Douglas's face walking on his way out. Sorry, on his way back to serve. Got a pretty serious look on his face.
He was fired up.
Is he upset with you?
Not that I know of.
Check with him
yeah,
afterwards.
We'll check. Yeah.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Did you wish him a happy Thanksgiving? Maybe that's
I did. Twice.
Okay.
Twice.
I did too. So
Twice. Did you send a card?
That might be it.
Be
that might be the missing one.
I sent a card. Everyone on the team. Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. That scores. Ikeda and Manny are on the board with a point. Ikeda serves.
And Iriano just kind of reaching behind him. That ball's going to come out. And Douglas has been so aggressive on these rebotes. Just has to call him off, knowing that his backcourt are struggling. And Iriano as well. Just get out of the way if you're not totally confident that you can make that catch.
Here's the backhand by Iriando. Manny on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Iriando, backhand from the 10 line. Manny to the inside. Rebote saved by Douglas. It's right up the middle. Ikeda takes it on the bounce, plays it straight back. Douglas on the rebote to the midcourt. Here's Ikeda. Beautiful catch by Iriando. He stepped up to make the play. Rebote forehand. Catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 9 line. Powerfully thrown. Rebote's coming way out. Ikeda on the rebote. Right to the left side of Iriando. There's the backhand. Manny over the top. Passes the front quarter. Douglas for the rebote on the forehand. Catch by Manny. Excellent catch by Iriando. High bounce. Caught in the air by Ikeda. Iriando from the 11 line. Hard throw. Passing the front quarter. Manny's got it. Iriando on the backhand from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote forehand. Douglas cuts it off the 7 line. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Lower and harder this time. Douglas again. Backhand from the 9. Catch by Ikeda. Iriando on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, played on the forehand of Ikeda. What a catch by Iriando over his head. Difficult pickup by Manny deep in the backcourt. Big right side by Iriando. Here's the catch by Ikeda. Iriando again, this time from the 11 line. Manny on the catch. Rebote left side, saved by Douglas. Manny makes the catch. Douglas, beautiful catch. Here's the backhand from the 8 line. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand to the inside. Iriando's there. Rebote forehand saved by Ikeda. Douglas with a tip ball. We are tied up 2 points apiece. 1st to 6 will win this match. We are in the 3rd and final set of our first match of the evening. Ikeda serves for the Cesta Cyclones.
You see the frustration there. I think just his first miss really all day. He's made a lot more difficult catches, but slow ones are
looked
tougher.
a little tenuous. If you go back and look at that, you'll see that he was a little like, I'm going for it, but should I really be going for it? Forehand by Iriando. Catch by Manny. Iriando, nice backhand from the 11 line. Here's Manny. Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 7. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out to the forehand of Ikeda. Iriando has it on the right side. Catch by Ikeda. Backhand to the inside. Iriando's there. Ikeda missed the ball on the backswing. There's a point for the red shirts. Douglas and Iriando, they now have 3 points. And the serve. 1st to 6 wins the set and the match.
A little bit strange. I mean, didn't seem like he juggled that catch at all, but had to have if he didn't throw it forward.
When a ball drops out like that, means you haven't stopped the ball on the Cesta, which is what we were seeing earlier with Douglas, how he would catch it deep.
Right.
Flip his wrist, ball moves to the tip of the Cesta. Ikeda just never stopped the ball deep. Here's a catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Dropping, Rebote, difficult save by Ikeda. Douglas attacks, but lets it pass to Iriando. Ikeda calls for the Rebote. It came to the inside and scored. That's 4 points for Douglas and Iriando. Douglas will serve.
Yeah, it didn't look like a natural bounce, Stu, did it?
No, it's
opened up.
Yeah, it was a little odd.
Back to the inside.
Definitely came more to the inside.
Yeah, just a little bit late to react.
But I've never seen Douglas with this degree of intensity. I haven't. Not like this. Powerful, powerful serve by Douglas. Here's the catch and return by Manny. Robote coming out. Robote left side. He goes to the floor. Manny lets it pass. Ikeda makes the save. Here's Iriando. Nice pickup at the 12 line. Backhand thrown powerfully. Robote forehand save. Douglas attacks, has it at the 5 line. Backhand not overthrown. Robote comes to the 6. Iriando with a tip ball. That is 3 points for Ikeda and Manny. Ikeda serves. First to 6 will win this match.
You mentioned Douglas looked a little tenuous on that catch. Same thing with Iriando here on the forehand. Didn't line it up.
When there's not clear communication from your partner, sometimes you don't know if you should go for it or not. Here's a catch by Ikeda. There's the backhand. Robote saved by Iriando. Nice play. Outside placement will score for Ikeda. 4-4 is the score. Ikeda serves for the Cyclones in white.
He doesn't throw many shots, but that is a perfectly timed use of the outside placement. He's gone all match about 50, 60, 70 forehands right to the inside, and then this one opens it up. Douglas, I mean, even with a good first step, he's not getting to it.
Here's the backhand by Iriando. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Robote saved by Douglas. He goes to the floor. He's up. Here's the catch by Iriando. Big right side to the inside. Ikeda's there. There's the backhand. Douglas is there. Backhand. Hard throw to the corner. Manny takes it in the air. Iriando backhand from the 11 line. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Douglas will take it on the bounce on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Manny with a tip ball. 5 points for Douglas and Iriando. It is possible match point.
And Manny's so confident on the right side, but that was a left-sided catch.
That's a rare, you're absolutely right. That's a rare miss for Manny. That's how hard Douglas is throwing the ball.
Yeah, that is just perfectly placed. You got the cesta lined up on your right side, on the wall. Just found enough space right there.
Big right side by Douglas will score for the win. Point set in a hard-fought match going for Douglas and Iriando, winning in the third set 6-4.
A bit of an upset to start off the day. The third-ranked team for the Devils taking out the number 2 team of the Cyclones. Took them 3 sets, though. 6-4 in the final one. Douglas and Iriando come out on top. What a win there for the Devils. Not one that probably many had going in their favor, but with that win, they eclipse the 50-point mark for this season, 50 and a half. Break the tie with the Chargers. And after tonight, those 2 teams will be deadlocked in terms of points remaining. They will have 2 game days left, both the Chargers and Devils. More likely than not, those 2 teams fighting for the final playoff spot. You never know, though, with a big game day, Devils could potentially overtake second place. Coming up next is that 6th-ranked doubles matchup, Carballo and Jedden taking on CRB and Arta. Before we get to that, we are going to hear from winners. Douglas and Iriando struggled in the first set. They came back and won the next 2 to get the first points on the board for the Devils. Here they are, Douglas and Iriando, winners.
All right, guys, your match went all the way to a 10 point on the third set. How did you guys manage to keep your heads in the game to come back from behind to ultimately get the win?
Man, we've had a lot of tough matches. We've battled a lot of matches into the third set. We've had a tough go this year. That was our 4th win. We were just kept telling each other just to stay strong and stay focused, because in previous matches we've gotten a little unfocused after a few mistakes, but even after the mistakes in this match, we stayed focused the whole time, and we came through with the win.
Yeah, it was a really tough match. It wasn't my best match, but Douglas played amazing. Happy for winning.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. To see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you.
And we think Douglas and Iriando. Boy, what a win right there, Stu. How about that? Haven't seen many threes defeat number 2, but man, it takes a guy like Douglas up there in the front to have a great performance, and Iriondo in the late stages of that match really stepped up.
Absolutely.
Coming up next, though, 6th ranked doubles. You saw the 2 teams flash up there, Carballo and Jedden taking on CRB and Arta. Taking a look at these 2 teams throughout the season, Carballo and Jedden, the class of this 6th ranked group, 5-1 overall. Their opponents here, CRB and Arta, just 2-3 in their 5 matches. I believe a 3-setter, Stu, the last time that these 2 teams played. Yeah, taken all the way to a 3rd set and 1 point shy of the maximum. Should be a good one here, starting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match of the evening, a 6th-ranked doubles match. Representing the Cesta Cyclones, here's the team of Carballo and Jedden. And for the Devils, it's a team of CRB and Arta.
And Carballo making sure that the court is safe. Seems like someone may have gone down on the floor earlier, left a little wet patch there around the service box, which you definitely don't want because Carballo's got one of the most powerful serves on the roster. And if he loses traction, it's dangerous for everybody. On the court, off the court, in the stands, everywhere.
Just about ready to begin. There's a serve from Carballo. Our second match of the night is underway.
That was a heck of a serve.
Here's Carballo, takes it in overhead, the splitter. Stopped on the outside, nice catch by Arta. His forehand just does clear, back to Jedden. We'll run around the inside, there's CRB, backhand. Carballo, good range up there at the 9 line, powerful return, stopped by Arta. Here's Jedden on the forehand from the 10 line, powerfully thrown inside. Arta lets it pass, but he turns to Rebote. Carballo low and hard inside, scoop by Arta. Backhand up to CRB, stops it on the left side, low runner right back to Jedden. Likes to play the Rebote, he makes a tough save from deep in the backcourt. Takes CRB to the outside, high hard one. It's going to be a 3-wall play, Carballo calls him off, he makes a fall down Rebote. Here's Arta, charging on the inside, powerful backhand, this one passing. Forehand Rebote, scooped up again by Arta. There's a backhand, this one passing again. Big backhand, wall to wall. Carballo forehand carom. Split him up, but CRB scooped it up. Here's Carballo with the 7. Drop shot. Not dropping enough. CRB got it up at the 6 line. Big backhand now. Passes both Cyclones. Here's the Rebote. Arta running around it. Costado right on the inside. Jedden stepped up, caught it in the air. Beautiful read. Hard forehand, stopped overhead by Arta. Big forehand into the corner. CRB on the inside, comes cross court, turns to Rebote. The scoop missed by Carballo up in the front court. The Devils, CRB and Arta on the board first.
Tremendous first point played by all 4 players. You could see there, if you go back and you see Carballo just after the scoop, after the ball hit his cesta, he was already wiggling. And it's not really a wiggle. He's basically, that's the motion that they use to get the ball from the inside of the cesta up to the tip of the cesta. So he knows if he's going to throw a 2-all or drop it inside. But you could see he was already in motion to throw the ball as he was tipping it.
Jedden opens up on the forehand. Here's Arta now. 10 line, right side, comes right up the middle. Carballo steps back. Arta again, Rebote left side, drop back inside with a big bounce. Jedden stops it at the 10 line, hard forehand dropping. Arta's there. Right in the corner, not a lot on that Rebote. The return comes up in the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for CRB and Arta.
Also have to say, Andrew, that Arta, so far, these first
Yeah.
2 points,
Oh, yeah.
different Arta than we saw last week. So far, catching's been on. Communication with CRB has been excellent.
And for a lot of guys, you know, just seeing that first ball go in the basket, you make that
Huge.
first scoop, so much confidence moving forward. Like, in basketball, you're a shooter, you make your first shot of the night, gives you a lot of confidence moving forward.
Well, you know about that from, what is it, you bowl, right? It's golf. Golf, rather. That's it, golf, sorry. I knew it was one of the others. Something involving, rolling ball.
I dabbled in bowling, Stu,
Okay.
once. Robote left side, just above the pad. Here's Carballo. 3-wall play, taking both Devils outside. The last second, called for CRB to take it. He does. Jedden powerfully back inside. Arta's got another one. That one got away from him, up in the overhead screen and out of play.
We sometimes talk about the players tightening their cintas there. You can see that's what Arta's doing right now in between points and the importance of it. Some players get a good tie and keep their hand in there the entire time. That cesta was coming loose as he was throwing the ball and resulted in him hitting the overhead screen.
Did he have a full tie before the point started?
I don't know if it came loose during or if it was wonky to begin with.
Yeah, based on his reaction, maybe it was a quicker serve and they didn't see, but I got to look back at that. I did not notice that live. Here's Arta, backhand, right on the inside to Jedden. Jedden, softer touch. CRB steps in to cut it off. Jedden back inside. Arta elects to run around it, but he turns to Robote on the backhand. Carballo aggressively at the 5 line, whips it inside. Nice catch in the air by Arta. Low runner again. Jedden steps up. He scooped it up. Here's Jedden on the forehand from the 11 line, high off the front wall. Arta up at the 9. There's a backhand low runner. Right on the wall, into the corner. Carballo lays it up. Backhand again, low runner. Clean miss by Jedden. Carballo turns to Robote. CRB lets it pass. Here's Arta from the outside. Inside placement is tipped. That scores.
Though they didn't win that point was beautifully played by Jedden just now. Good catches on the left side, good catches on the right, moving well to the ball.
And Jedden's been a little more involved in the backcourt than we've seen in some of these matches. And he's been starting pretty solid as well, Stu. Both backcourters in this match. Here's Carballo, nice leaping catch up at the 8 line, backhand, caught low by Arta. Arta from the 11, backhand, dropping low. Carballo calls for it, but has to dig out a tough Robote. He makes it. That's on the wall. Arta, backhand from the 10 line. Forehand Robote by Carballo, pulled in by Arta. Arta now at the 12, backhand. Carballo, powerful forehand, coming right up the middle, right over Arta's back. CRB lays it up. Takes Carballo up to the 4 line. The 2-wall blasted in to score. 2 points for Carballo and Jedden.
Beautiful throw by Carballo. Nice kill shot. Slammed it to the outside. Did that very well. Still, overall impressed with Arta's play here in the backcourt, catching a number of balls that he's been missing otherwise in previous weeks.
Powerful serve is an over serve. First fault, good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Yeah, Carballo has one of the most powerful serves on any of these teams. But you got to keep it between the 4 and 7 line.
That is an over serve, a double fault, giving CRB and Arta their 4th point. They lead by 2.
Always looking for players to avoid unforced errors. In that case, double faulting. Carballo is more than capable of getting it between the 4 and 7 line with authority.
Jedden right up the middle. Arta on the bounce, stops it at the 10 line. Carballo calls him off on the rebote. Comes deep to the backcourt. Arta steps in. Low runner. Carballo's got it overhead right into a 2-wall. Snap to score.
That was just perfectly executed by Carballo. He snapped that 2-wall beautifully.
Carballo picking up the pace. Powerful serve. What a catch there by Arta. Carballo has it on the forehand. Powerful throw right up the middle. Arta moves out there early for the rebote. Saves it back inside. Here's Jen from the 11. Low and hard. Arta steps up. Caught it in the air. Jen now from the 12 line. Low runner. Right to the left side of CRB. He cuts it off. Here's Jed now from the corner. High hard backhand. Lobbed up. Back to the left side of Arta. Ball missed by Jedden on the left side. That brings CRB and Arta to 5 points. They have a possible set point.
First miss of the evening there for Jedden. Yes, I know he hasn't brought in 2 or 3 other catches. But that's the first just flat out drop. Jedden's had a spot on evening as far as catching is concerned.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for CRB. Second serve is good. Here's Jedden from the outside. Well, plays forehand, 3-wall play. Arta lines it up, drops it inside. There's Carballo. Big backhand. CRB, nice rebote, back up the middle. Jedden from the forehand. Dropping low, Arta. Nice catch there, backhand. Forehand, Karam Rebote scores.
That is,
my, oh my.
I don't know that it gets better than that. That is a perfect, look at this.
I mean, that's just nasty.
And was he
still.
trying to do it? 100%.
No, he was. I mean, he's definitely,
yeah,
but
100%.
to land it, look at where this lands.
There's no question that he was going for that.
I mean,
he landed it perfect.
This
that shot is almost impossible to guard against.
Here's a backhand by Arta, the low runner inside. Carballo digs it out. He's got the save. Here's Arta, backhand from the 10 line. That is on the wall. Jen steps out of the way. Carballo's got the rebote. Right in the corner. Carballo again. This is on the wall. Arta goes up forward at the 10 line. Backhand. Here's Carballo from the middle of the court. High hard one right up the middle. No play for Arta. CRB running with it. Turns the rebote. Carballo aggressively another 2-wall. To score. We are at 5-5. This is set point.
Carballo has been putting on a clinic of 2-walls. Just one after the other from the left side and the right side. Here's another one. Look how far back he is. He's stepping in at the 8 line. Look at that concentration. It just hits the floor and explodes. Beautifully executed by Carballo. Tremendous play.
Powerful serve. Here's Arta from the left side. Backhand, the low runner. Carballo coming cross court. Hard forehand now, right up the middle. Out of reach of Arta. CRB's got the rebote. But that stays inside. He crashes into the sidewall and gets it to pass. What a play. CRB pushes it outside. Here's Carballo from the forehand. High hard one coming right up the middle. That's a tough rebote. Arta drops it inside. Here's Jedden from deep in the backcourt. Sidearm play, beats Arta to the inside. He's got to play on the rebote, drops it over the top. Here's Carballo. Inside placement, scoop by Arta. Jedden at the last second stepped out of the way. Carballo winds it up, and CRB tipped it. Point and set. Carballo and Jedden come back. They win it 6-5, 2 minutes. We'll play set number 2.
Again,
my, oh
tenuous
my.
catches in the first and second sets there Carballo just played spectacular. I mean, that was just beautiful.
I mean, we don't usually see that many two walls. I mean, he's got the power. And usually hard forehands from the right side, but his costado was about as effective as we've ever seen it.
And the forehand camera bote was just
that was
just unbelievable.
Really, I was literally speechless. I didn't even know what to say.
And that's kind of a hazard when you're an announcer, because we get paid by the word. I don't know if you did you read that in your contract? Every spoken word the computer tracks, and that's what you're saying. That's why there's some variation. With me, same amount of money every week.
You got a better agent, obviously. It makes a little more sense.
There we go. Here's some replays. Look at this, just opening up by Carballo. That's what we mean by opening up when you hear us say it. It hits the floor and cuts to the outside.
He says, give me the ball. I want to pick up the pace here. This is the
forehand camera bote. Yeah, everyone back here basically saying he intended to do that. He said, yeah, sometimes it's a hook. But this one, just beautifully executed. Beautifully executed.
Here's CRB on the left side. Look at this catch, too, at 5'5". I mean, that thing was tight to the side wall.
Good thing he didn't knock himself out. Shoulder took a beating. Hip takes a beating. Wall takes a beating. That one there. So CRB did tip the ball, but if Arta had a play on it, should have called him off. And there we are back in the ESPN3 Players Cage. We take breaks here between sets. There you are, the Cesta Cyclones in white. Jedden doing a really good job there that first set here in the backcourt. Manny following Carballo around, keeping him in focus. A few seconds to go before we begin our second obligatory set.
As I mentioned, the last time these two teams played back on the 16th of October, it went 32 of a possible 33 points. The maximum still in effect there, going 11 points in set number one.
You see team captain Jairo in the players' pit, area where the players sit in between sets. And also saw a couple Robote Renegades sitting there, both Goanaga and Gocheri.
We begin our second set. Carballo picks a serve right into the two wall. That's thrown to score.
So beautiful. It's so beautiful when it's thrown well, and Carballo has been throwing them absolutely well.
And here's the thing, Stu. He's also thrown all of them to the net side, beating CRB to his forehand, which opens up the split placement now. They're expecting that one.
Which isn't easy because CRB is a fast guy.
Yeah, and Carballo's got so much power that if you don't react perfectly, you're probably not going to get to it. Look at this. Again, the two wall.
Just beautifully done.
Arta, tough catch off that serve. Here's a backhand inside. Carballo's got the rebote. Here's Arta charging. Backhand, low runner. Jedden steps out of the way. Carballo on the rebote. He's into the top part of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. It ties it up, 1-1.
Have to believe that Carballo is trying to drop that in just above the pad because he had more than enough wall to work with. But in trying to throw a quasi drop shot, landed it in the pad.
Carballo picks another serve, another two wall. Scoop by CRB. What a catch there on the outside. Jen coming cross court, lines it up. High hard throw. Arta backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Here's Jen again. Backhand. Arta reaching on the inside. Jen again from deeper in the backcourt now, lobs it up. Arta steps up. Tough rebote, that is right on the wall, missed by Carballo. Devils retake the lead, 2-1.
When trying to make that rebote at the side wall, you want to visualize the ball coming into your cesta before you begin the throw.
backhand to the inside. Here's Jeden. Hard forehand, that one dropping. Arta lets it pass, but he's got the rebote on the back end. Carballo, high, hard one. Cutting back inside. The rebote turned to the outside. It's going to land in. Carballo digs out a rebote. It's a 2-wall. CRB missed it on the outside. Ties it up, 2-2. Take a look at this rebote. Carballo, aggressive call, turns into a 2-wall.
Yeah.
That's tough to time up there for CRB, kicking up high to his left side. Nice catch again by Arta, just above the pad, right to Carballo into the 2-wall. Stopped by CRB, but not held on to. Ball falling out of the basket. Carballo and Jeden lead 3-2.
Saw CRB, perfect positioning, got to the ball, came into the cesta. Not enough cushion to make that stop. Needed to get the ball to stop in his cesta. Ball never stopped. He didn't have control over it, wound up dropping it.
What a catch there on the forehand of Arta. Back up the middle. Carballo at the 11 line. Stops it in the air. Rebote 2-wall is too low. That caught the pad and out of play. 4-2 lead for Carballo and Jed.
Well, I'm telling you something. If the fans are going to scream, pad is bad, and chant it like that, I'm not saying it. Because they're already saying it. So why say it twice? I'm glad people picked up on it. The pad is bad. You know it, right, Andrew?
I've heard that a time or two.
Okay, just checking.
I think you told me that.
Once or twice. I think on your first day, maybe. 12 years ago.
Here's Arta with the backhand, open it up. That kicks off the side wall. Nice catch on the forehand of Jeden. Jeden from the 12 line, high hard backhand, kicked up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. CRB and Arta cut the deficit to just 1. They now serve.
How does that happen? You see them catch and throw, and then one goes into the overhead screen. You're trying to get the ball past your opponents, trying to throw it over their heads, trying to pass the ball. It hits the overhead screen, just out of play.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for CRB. There's a catch by Carballo, picks the serve into the 2-wall, stop on the left side of CRB. Carballo coming into the backcourt now, puts it up the middle. Arta on the bounce. Forehand. Jeden going up for it. He comes down with it deep in the backcourt. Arta on the bounce. Nice catch up at the 11th line. Here's Jeden on the forehand again, coming out of the corner. This one dropping low. Arta steps back. Nice pickup on the bounce. Jeden steps out of the way. Carballo. Rebote forehand to the left side of Arta. Splitter. Not opening up enough. Jeden stops it. Swung low and hard. Caught in the air by Arta. Softer touch on it. Jeden steps up. Gets there before the second bounce. Low runner. Arta's got another one up at the 9 line. Here's Carballo. Takes it in. 2-wall. Stopped on the forehand of CRB. High throw to the inside. Carballo cuts it off. Splitter. CRB stops it in the air. Low runner. Back to Carballo. Outside placement. Stopped by Arta. Comes from the outside. There's a forehand crossing the sidewall. Jeden handles. Just slows it down. There's a backhand to the inside. Jeden steps out of the way. Carballo. Rebote laid up. Carballo, that's a tough save. Coming back for it. CRB. Backhand from the 7 line. Jeden steps up. Caught it in the air. Arta on the forehand, goes to the outside. Jeden coming across the court. Hard forehand, splits him up. That one tipped by Arta. 5 points for Carballo and Jeden. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
That ball really blends in with that white jersey, huh? Or the white pants, pick them.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Carballo. Powerful serve. Arta running around it. Keeps it on the left side. Backhand by Jedden. Lifts back to Arta. One passing in the corner. Carballo, there's a rebote laid up from the forehand. Arta now up at the 9 line. Softer touch to the inside. Jedden goes up for it. Scoop attempt, clean miss. Arta's rebote comes up short. Point, set, and match. Cyclones, Carballo, and Jedden take it in straight set, 6-5, 6-3. And with that win, Cyclones tie up the game day, 1.5 points per team. Coming up next, it's going to be that top-ranked doubles matchup between Manu and Douglas. I mean, one you're not going to want to miss. And with that win, see the Cyclones, 59.5 points for the season. And coming into today's game day, the Renegades and Cyclones actually had the exact same points remaining left. So after tonight, the Cyclones will be one full game day ahead of the Renegades. So pretty good spot up there for the top team in our regular season at the moment. The Cyclones and Renegades still have one game day remaining against each other as we approach the end of our regular season. Great performance again by Carballo and Jedden. Didn't know how this team was going to fare. Jedden making his debut in the backcourt, but 6-1 record through their first 7 matches. They'll have just one more left to complete their doubles season. Here are the winners. That's 6 ranked doubles, Carballo and Jedden.
All right, Carballo, Jedden, how are you guys feeling after that match?
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for watching. We feel good. It was a great win. We needed that 1.5 because Ikeda and Manuel didn't finish the game. So we had to, come back and put us even. But it felt good, especially on a day like this. So great job with the Clones today.
Yeah, totally.
You were laser focused with those 2 walls today.
Yeah.
Have you been working on those? Talk to me a little bit about your training.
Yeah, those are my favorite shots. So whenever I have an opportunity and they give it to me, I'm going to shoot it. And yeah, man, just put the pressure on there. Our game, especially when I'm playing with Jedden, is to, play clean, execute, share the court. We shared the court awesome tonight.
Yeah.
Good communication.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad we came up on top.
Well, guys, again, congratulations for winning that match. To see what else happens today.
Go Clones!
I think Carballo and Jedden coming up next to top-ranked singles. Always fun. The top-ranked players go at it. This time Manu for the Cyclones, Douglas for the Devils. Douglas this season 3-2 overall, just lost last week to Gaucheri. That's been a common fate when everyone's gone up against him. Manu, 1-5 here for the Cyclones this season. But don't be fooled by that record, though. Manu, he's had some hot streaks in singles where he's pretty much unbeatable. He's got good power. He's got a lot of shots. Douglas knows he can't take this matchup lightly. None of them in this top-ranked group.
Very true, Andrew. Very true. Less than 10 seconds to go before we begin our next match. Reminder, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third match of the evening, a top-ranked singles matchup. Representing the Cesta Cyclones, we have number 17, Manu. And for the Devils, number 13, Douglas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match, a singles match. Manu serves for the Cesta Cyclones. There's the serve. We begin. There's the backhand by Douglas. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand. Here's the catch by Douglas. Backhand. Passing. Wonky bounce. Manu makes the save. Douglas attacks. has it up at the 5 line. Drop shot,
That's a good one.
scores. First point of this match goes to Douglas. In the red shirt of DeHada Devils, he serves.
Yeah, saw Manu hanging a little bit deeper than in the backcourt. Quick into the drop shot. That one, a little contact with the side wall, was dead by about the 3 line. Perfectly done by Douglas. Get the scoring started in this match.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Robote, the rebound from the back wall. 2-all by Douglas, does not open. Manu has it. Manu sends this for a 3-wall play. Douglas going for the catch in the air behind him. Fine effort by Douglas. This point goes to Manu in the white shirt of the Cesta Cyclones. Manu serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And Douglas knows he's got to go for that ball in the air. If he lets that pass, it's going to open up and shoot right into the net. Just a tough play to wind up and control.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 10 line. It passes. Robote. Robote by Manu to the inside. Catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand by Manu. Catch by Douglas. He winds up. Outside placement will score. The Philo works. 2 points for Douglas. He serves.
And the field's been working for Douglas all night long, Stu. A couple times in doubles in that opening match, now breaking it out in singles. Tough for Manu to react. He's got to guard the inside. He's got to guard middle court and also the outside. Douglas beat him to the net.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Robote. Forehand by Douglas, played 2 pass. Manu comes out. Robote's on the side wall. Manu sends it just to the overhead screen. 3 points for Douglas in the red shirt. For the DeHada Devils, he serves.
Yeah, just getting away from Manu there, trying to pass Douglas, turn it high off the front wall, but did not get enough on it.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Douglas on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Passes. Robote forehand by Manu. Here's Douglas from the 9 line. Robote forehand by Douglas. Caught in the air by Manu. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Robote forehand by Douglas again. Manu takes it back at the 11. Robote left side, the Philo, long outside placement will score for Douglas. That is perfectly executed by number 13. Point goes to Douglas of the DeHada Devils. He serves.
Yeah, Manu not expecting this one at all.
Neither was I. I don't think anyone was.
Douglas
look at this.
on the move.
Straight outside. Maybe a 2-all. Maybe a 2-all. But look at that. And there's the salute from Manu. Yeah. Manu showing respect. Great shot. Here's the catch by Manu. Backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand by Douglas. Manu's there. Ball tipped by Douglas at the 11 line. Manu gets a second point and the serve for the Cesta Cyclones in white.
Yeah, just overcomplicated that catch, going up for it one hand, trying to take it behind you. Douglas very capable of making that play, or the Robote. He knew it right away based on the reaction. You don't want to play too comfortable, even if you think he got a few points. Manu can close that gap in a hurry.
Backhand by Douglas, powerfully thrown, well caught by Manu. Robote forehand by Douglas. Manu has it in the air. Backhand 2-all will score. That is perfectly executed by Manu, putting him on the board with 3 points. He serves.
Yeah, perfect way to counter the aggression by Douglas, trying to cut balls off on the inside. Just flick the backhand into the side wall. Tough to get a good read on it. And Douglas was caught going the opposite way.
Here's the backhand by Douglas, powerfully thrown. Robote on the side wall. Excellent catch by Douglas off a good throw by Manu. Here's Manu from the 9 line, backhand. Catch by Douglas, backhand from the 9 line, passes. Robote forehand to the inside, Douglas takes it in the air. Here's the backhand to the inside. Robote coming in low, Manu makes the save. Douglas on the catch, backhand. Here's a catch by Douglas. Karen by Douglas, read by Manu. He took it on the left side.
Well, he got away with one.
5 points for Douglas. Possible set point.
Yeah, Manu was charging the entire way, got a great read, and actually overran it. Tried to take it on the left side at the last second. Take a look right here. Douglas opens up for the sidearm. Karen Manu was there. Just tough to get the cesta in position at that angle with the net right behind him. Douglas is fortunate.
High bounce serve by Douglas, backhand by Manu. Here's Douglas, backhand from the 9 line, passes, drops low on the back wall. Robote save by Manu, hits the overhead screen, point and set for Douglas. Winning the first set 6-3. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out and play our next set. There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Douglas with a successful first set. Here we have a close-up on Manu taking a break. Manu falling to Douglas there in that first set. Be curious to see what happens here in the second set. Let's see some replay. Backhand 2-wall, beautifully played by Manu. Douglas not even looking to see whether it's going to land, just assuming if it doesn't, he'll hear a whistle letting him know otherwise. Yeah, that's one. You got me. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, I totally was walking the other way. You got me.
Yeah, the backhand 2-wall. It's used sparingly, quite effective, and Manu, as traditional as it comes of a player, you don't expect it from him, and breaks it out. Not even close to it. But a good start so far for the Devils. I mean, mainly Douglas here. Played that doubles match early on with Iriando. Front quarter in that one where they picked up 1.5 points, and now looking at another right here against Manu. Halfway to doing so in taking that opening set.
Again with the replays, here is Douglas. I believe this is that outside placement. Look at this. Wow. Beautifully executed by Douglas to score, and a salute from Manu.
Yeah, been a ton of philos coming in from Douglas. He's established that early on. He's been moving Manu around a ton. Let's see if he keeps a couple more to the inside now in this second set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Manu will have the serve. Manu serves. Our second set has begun. Backhand by Douglas to the inside. Here's Manu. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote forehand by Douglas, crossing the sidewall and scoring. Douglas first up on the board in this second set. He serves.
Yeah, tough catch right there on the numbers, even for a player of Manu's caliber, to consistently bring those in.
Manu backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand by Douglas. He gets it back. Manu catches it at the 10 line. Robote forehand by Douglas. Here's the backhand by Douglas. It passes. Robote's coming out to about the 7 line. Turned inside by Manu. Great catch by Douglas. Backhand. Outside placement will score
right
for
back to
Manu.
him.
Beautifully executed on the return. Manu gets a point. We're all tied up. 1 point apiece.
And that's the philo we saw that Douglas scored on a bunch. Manu. See here? Straight to the outside. Douglas, the first step back in there. A little late to react. You see just out of reach. Douglas full sprint. Not getting there.
Here's a catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Well thrown. Dropping low on the back wall. Robote hooked by Manu. 2 points for Douglas in the red shirt. For the DeHada Devils, he serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
A little bit of a wonky Robote coming off the back wall. Just threw off the timing a bit. Manu dropped it lower than he wanted to, right in that pad.
Beautiful serve by Douglas. Nice catch and return by Manu. Here's Douglas. Backhand from the 9 line. Catch by Douglas. Douglas to the inside. Manu reads it. Goes for the scoop, and it's tipped. That is 3 points for Douglas. The DeHada Devils, he serves.
Yeah, just not Manu's best day so far. Usually is consistent as anybody on the roster in terms of catching, difficult catches, scoops, but just a couple more misses than we're used to seeing here.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Catch by Douglas. Backhand. Manu makes the catch. Long carom caught the pad. 4 points for Douglas. Douglas serves.
Yeah, literally the top part of that pad, Stu. Game of inches, perfect illustration right there, just kicking it down.
Well, we know why he threw it. He saw Douglas behind him. He's already about the 9.5, 10 line. He saw Douglas behind him throw the 2-all because your opponent's behind you. He's got to run out there and get it.
Just the one place you can't really miss that low.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Backhand by Manu. Douglas makes the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. He lifts it. Manu with the catch at the 11. Robote. Forehand by Douglas. That clears the overhead screen. Manu looks for the Robote. Outside placement. Stopped by Douglas. Carom by Douglas. Stopped by Manu. Carom by Manu. Caught the top of the pad, and the pad is bad. That is 5 points for Douglas. Possible match point.
He dropped it right on top of the pad. And that's 2 caroms that certainly could have gone his way. Could be tied up at 3-3 instead. It's a 5-1 lead.
Here's the catch by Manu. There's the backhand. Robote. Forehand by Douglas. Not coming out. The chick-chack off the Robote will score for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match for Douglas, winning in straight sets 6-3, 6-1.
Dominant performance there by Douglas. 12 of 16 points against Manu. Second win of the day, 2-0. We're just halfway through the game day. Devils lead 2.5 to 1.5. Coming up next, 5th-ranked doubles Ikeda and Bueno take on CRB and Urbieta. Take a look at that game day score. 2.5 for the Devils now with that win by Douglas. All points up on the board. Douglas at least partially responsible for today. 8 points separate the Cyclones and Devils, and with a big day today, chance for the Devils to sneak into second place. Top 3 teams qualify for the playoffs. The team that finishes in first place gets a bye into the championship. Second and third place finishers play off. But the higher seed does have the choice of which matches are played, so a little bit of an advantage right there. We're going to hear from Douglas, second time today. Here he is.
All right, Douglas, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
I feel really well. Manu's a great player. He controls the point really good if you allow him to. So I knew that in singles, my goal was to pass him and hit it low on the back wall and give him a rebote deep in the backcourt. And that's what I did. And in the second set, he made a couple unforced errors that I took advantage of, and I'm happy to get them.
Well, Douglas, congratulations again for winning that match. We'll see what else happens on tonight's game day.
Thank you.
Up next, folks, 5th-ranked Devils matchup. Ikeda and Bueno, again, on quite the run here for the Cyclones. Been playing their best highlight as a team, taking on CRB and Urbieta. Now, looking at this 5th-ranked team for the Cyclones, started off 0-2, but have won 3 of 4 since then. Haven't seen much of CRB and Urbieta. Just 5 matches played this season, 3-2, plus 500. Pretty solid in this 5th-ranked group, which is not all too easy. And just about 20 seconds away from the beginning of this match here. Again with Ikeda and Bueno, starts with Ikeda up in the front. He's been killing the point at a higher rate than he did at the first part of the season in those 2 losses. It's the difference here. Got a mismatch up in the front against Ikeda and CRB, and then Bueno here in the backcourt. Not a lot of experience compared to Urbieta. We'll see who prevails. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match, a 5th-ranked doubles representing the Cesta Cyclones. Here's the team of Ikeda and Bueno. And for the Devils, it's the team of CRB and Urbieta. There's a serve by Ikeda. We begin. Serve's cut off. The backhand's in the overhead screen, which is out of play. Ikeda and Bueno on the board first with a quick point.
No problem with taking that serve, but do something with it besides throwing it into the overhead screen. Don't want that unforced error right off the bat, especially when you got Urbieta in your backcourt.
Here's Bueno, deep in the backcourt. Drops it to the inside. There's Urbieta. High hard return, passing Bueno. Ikeda, he's got the rebote, pushed it to the outside. CRB runs under it. Forehand dropped inside. Nice catch by Bueno, lines it up. There's a backhand on the wall. Urbieta comes down with the ball. Backhand. Ooh, that opened up. Magic City bounce. Ikeda got assist on it, but that's not going to make it. Ties it up, 1-1.
Ball occasionally takes wonky bounces, what I call a wonky bounce anyway, an unpredictable bounce. For the most part, each bounce off each surface, every time it touches surface, is pretty predictable. Every now and then it catches a seam or a dead spot in the glass. And by dead spot, we mean one of the 4 corners that affixes it to the frame.
Bueno handles the serve. There's a backhand to the inside. Rebote. Forehand. Saved by CRB. Ikeda back up the middle. Powerful throw. Urbieta on the hop. Stops it. Shoots it back up the middle. There's Ikeda. This one dropping a little lower. Urbieta caught it. Low on the left side. Here's Bueno from the 12. Urbieta now up at the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Lobbed up. Bueno not going to let that one pass. Good defense in the corner. Ikeda calls him off. Robote save from the forehand. Urbieta now. Backhand from the 10 line. Here's Urbieta again. This one dropping a little lower. Bueno steps up at the 10 line. Low runner. Urbieta now does the same. His backhand higher and harder. Cutting inside. There's Bueno again. Urbieta lets this one come out. Lays it up. Ikeda stops it on the forehand. Fake the outside placement. Keeps it inside. Nice pickup by Urbieta. Bueno from the 10 line. Back up the middle. Here's CRB getting involved. He cuts it off overhead. Back to Bueno. On the left side, there's a backhand on the numbers. Better catch by Urbieta, pulls it off the side wall. Just out of reach of Urbieta, CRB drops the Robote up the middle. Here's Ikeda, the sidearm carom. Is missed on the outside. Ikeda and Bueno take a 2-1 lead here in our opening set.
Ikeda not throwing many shots, but when he does, usually throws them with a high degree of accuracy. That was the case there. CRB was there, just couldn't make the catch.
Backhand by Urbieta again. Caught by Bueno at the 13. Powerful backhand. Here's Bueno stepping up. Hard return. Backhand. She kicks off the sidewall. Urbieta. We get this one to pass. Ikeda lines it up. High off the front wall. A little too high. That kicked up at the overhead screen, which is out of play, to tie it up 2-2.
Looked like Ikeda was trying to get a little bit more of that ball to the middle of the court and a really big bounce. Did a good job of positioning it. I mean, that was going unusually high, but of course missed the front wall, hit the overhead screen, out of play.
Serve came up down Bueno. Makes the play on the left side. Here's Urbieta. Backhand. Cutting inside. Great catch on the numbers. Here's Urbieta now from the 10 line. Return back to Bueno now, ranging back forward at the 13. Here's Urbieta. Forehand Robote, saved by Ikeda. Back to Urbieta. He's backhand from the 11 line, high and hard. Here's Bueno. Back quarters, trading throws here. Bueno now, a little bit deeper, now at the 12 line. We'll kick off the sidewall to Urbieta. I'm trying to get it to pass. Urbieta steps back, not going to let him. This one, higher and harder for Bueno. This time switch it up, the low runner. Urbieta steps back, scooped it up high on the left side. Here's Bueno on the 12. Forehand Robote laid up. Here's Ikeda. The outside placement, well placed on the inside. Better catch there by Urbieta. Came back across Bueno to his forehand. Drops it over the top. Urbieta with time, settles at the 12 line. Here's Bueno from the 11. Backhand by Urbieta on the numbers again. Tough catch by Bueno. This one dropping lower. Urbieta trying to get out there. He runs around it. There's the Robote save. Bueno again, nice catch in the air. Hard backhand. Urbieta on the hop, takes it in. Backhand by Ikeda. Here's Urbieta now from the 12. Bueno on the forehand. This one dropping low, crossing. Urbieta handles. Forehand Robote. CRB lets it pass. Tough catch there by Urbieta. Made the last second adjustment. Drops it between the Cyclones. Ikeda calls him on the Robote. Here's Bueno now up at the 10, low runner. Urbieta with a good read, steps up, pulls it in, backhand to wall. Right to Ikeda in the air. Soft touch on the forehand. Urbieta steps up. Low runner back to Bueno. He scooped it up deep in the backcourt, but it was juggling. Juggling. It's the call on the catch of Bueno, giving CRB and Urbieta a third point and the serve.
Juggling is called when the judge sees the ball bobbling around on the inside of the cesta. So the ball comes into the cesta. As we've seen throughout the evening, it will roll from deep in the cesta up to the tip, but it maintains contact with the cesta the entire way. If the ball bobbles around in the gusset, that's a loss of point.
Yeah, that's a great look at it.
That's actually just
Great
a
camera
beautiful.
work
Yeah,
by the
and the
crew.
judge didn't have the benefit of that view.
Low runner to the inside. There's Bueno. Right to Urbieta. High, hard backhand. This one's going to pass. Forehand Bote. This one drops inside. Urbieta steps up. Hard backhand again. Bueno takes it off the side wall. Here's Ikeda up at the 9. Powerful backhand again. Here's Urbieta from the forehand. Crossing low and hard. Ikeda steps back, takes it on the bounce. Long cortada. CRB's in there. Makes the catch. There's the backhand coming to Ikeda. Urbieta now at the 12. Trying to get it to pass. There's Bueno stepping in at the 12 line. Here's Bueno. Urbieta going up. Tough catch back at the 13. Drop back to Bueno again from the left side. Hard backhand. Not going to get this one past Urbieta. This one the low runner. Urbieta got a good read. Steps up. Caught in the air. Hard return. Back to Bueno. Back quarters trading throws here. Urbieta higher and harder. Here's Bueno now from the 11 line. Here's Urbieta. Low runner. Ikeda getting involved. Cuts it off. Backhand. Inside placement. Urbieta foot on the wall. He comes down with the ball. Bueno from the forehand. This one dropping. Kicking up. Urbieta goes up for it. Makes the play. The outside placement is outside of play. 3 points for Ikeda and Bueno.
Both teams employing the same strategy. Catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw until you have a shot. Try to avoid the unforced error. Conservative style of play.
There's the backhand by Urbieta. The left side of Bueno. Trying to get it to pass. Urbieta, what a play there in the corner. Urbieta back over the top. There's Ikeda at the 9 line. Shoots it to the inside. Urbieta, another tough play. Looking for the peek out of the big bouncer. Ikeda steps out of the way. Here's Bueno. Shoots it low and hard. Urbieta, another tough catch. There's a backhand. Here's Bueno. Trying to get this one by. Urbieta back at the 13 line. This one dropping a little lower. Ikeda going to cut it off. Gets involved. Low runner. Back to Urbieta. Steps up again. Ikeda from the 9 line. Right to Urbieta. Urbieta tries to go high and hard. Not going to get past Bueno. Steps in there on the left side. There's a forehand bote now by CRB.
Good
Ikeda
save by CRB.
at the 9 line. Over the top, looking for the big bouncer. That's well placed. Urbieta has to get out there to make the save. Just does lay it up. Ikeda, powerful forehand over the top. Scooped up in the corner. Big backhand. That one going to pass. Here's a forehand bote to the outside. That one is outside of play. CRB and Urbieta get the point. They lead 4-3.
The unforced error there for Ikeda. Ikeda's been scoring on placement of the ball to the outside actually pretty well. Bueno moving up to the front court to consult with Ikeda. Often you see front quarters wander to the back.
Probably telling him to maybe throw a couple more shots. I mean, the reason why this team has had so much success was Ikeda's more aggressive play up in the front court. He's kept a lot of balls to the inside. Urbieta's been making a ton of plays, and we haven't seen a lot of CRB, which probably gives the Cyclones the best chance to take this match. Here's a bote on the left side. Ikeda, here's a forehand. High, hard one, trying to get it to pass. There's Urbieta again. What a play at the 12 line. Bueno ranging back for it. High, hard backhand. Not going to get past. Bueno at the 11 line, coming right up the middle. Urbieta, what a play on the forehand. Back up the middle. Ikeda scoops it up. Hard throw to the inside again. Not going to let that one cross. Bueno finally able to get it to pass. There's CRB alone for the rebote. Drops it inside. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda now over the top. This one crossing. Tough pickup by Urbieta. Forehand rebote again. Dropping low. Urbieta just does get out there. Makes a save. Ikeda cuts it off on the forehand. Did not have control.
Ikeda had some difficulties with that earlier in the evening in that first match. Remember the two, maybe three, where he just didn't have control of the ball, didn't stop spinning. When the ball comes in, the ball's coming in the cesta with a spin. And that's the give of the wrist that you used to talk about quite frequently. That helps stop the motion of the ball in the cesta. If the ball continues to move, when you go to throw it, it's spinning the opposite direction that you're throwing.
Backhand by Bueno, stopped on the right side of Urbieta. Ikeda backs up early on, takes it on the bounce at the 10. Pika, perfectly thrown by Ikeda to score. Just a 1-point deficit. Ikeda and Bueno serve.
Ikeda and Bueno definitely capable of coming back and winning this set. CRB and Urbieta need to finish it off here. Take the 2-minute break and move on to the second set.
Backhand, right in the corner. Ikeda comes back for it, pushed it outside. CRB trying to line it up. Nice catch. Powerful throw back over the top. Bueno could not make the adjustment. That ball is missed. Point and set. CRB and Urbieta take it 6-4. 2 minutes will play set number 2.
Good play there by CRB, getting the ball back hard to Bueno. Bueno switching like from left to right. There we have Douglas congratulating his teammates. As we take a break in the ESPN3 Players Cage. A reminder, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're here every Monday and Tuesday at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m.
And CRB playing his role up in the front court, but how about Urbieta, too? He was just about everywhere. Outside, on the inside, didn't matter. I think just that one miss on a perfectly placed Pika that kicked way up. It's been a great addition to this Devils team. Second season now with the DeHada Devils, rounding into form. Always important to be playing your best highlight as we approach the playoffs, and certainly for this fifth-ranked team, it appears to be the case.
Here we have CRB consulting with team captain Jairo. Jairo, 20 years professional highlight experience. Approaching 20 years. I believe he's in year 18. CRB began playing professional highlight in 2019.
And for Ikeda and Bueno, I mean, just not the same team we saw over the last couple of game days. You see the discussion between the two. Ikeda not killing the point as effectively, and Bueno not catching nearly as many balls as he was when they're on that run. Again, Cyclones just got to switch up the strategy here. A lot of balls coming to the inside that Urbieta was able to make a play on. Going to have more success. I think the more that CRB gets involved and the more they just move the Devils team around defensively.
Bueno going for another bottle of Miami? Yeah, I said that kind of funny. Miami alkaline water. I'm not reading from a script. It's just basically picking up on what he's doing there in the ESPN3 Players Cage. We are ready to begin our second set.
There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Backhand to the inside. That's powerfully thrown. Urbieta on the hop. Not going to let him pass. Tough play. Ikeda backing up. Tip ball. CRB and Urbieta with the first point. Our second set.
That's an uncharacteristic miss by Ikeda. Ikeda's been spot on in terms of his catching. After he makes the catch, sometimes has a little difficult time controlling the ball. That's this evening. Been spot on throughout the season. Just slightly off tonight there.
Nice serve by
Beautiful
CRB.
serve.
Is an ace. 2-0 advantage.
Beautiful serve. That ball was not coming particularly hard, but did cross the sidewall perfectly.
Here's Bueno from the left side, backhand. This one gonna pass. CRB looking for the rebote. Back to the inside. Here's Bueno. One tough play by Urbieta in the corner. Hard backhand. Here's Bueno running around it to keep it on the left side. Urbieta now from the 13, backhand to Ikeda. Ikeda low and hard. Urbieta steps up there at the 10 line, backhand just out of reach. Bueno crouching down, stops it. Hard return, not going to get past him. Bueno again, tries the low runner. Urbieta steps up, he's got it up at the 10 line now. That one caught the corner, cutting inside. Rebote saved by Ikeda. Urbieta now the backhand, comes back to the left side of Bueno. Well, that ball kicking up, past him. Nice play up overhead at the 12. Forehand rebote. Here's Urbieta on the bounce. Backhand, right on the numbers. Bueno steps out of the way. Ikeda's got the rebote. Here's Bueno again from the 11 line. Hard backhand, right on the side wall where it scores. Ikeda and Bueno with their first point of our second set.
Beautiful catch made there by Bueno just earlier. Urbieta really pumped the ball. Bueno, beautiful catch.
Tough catch, big bouncing serve. Urbieta from the corner. Here's Ikeda, nice catch overhead now. Backhand, forehand rather, to the inside, cut off on the left side of Urbieta. Backhand by Bueno. Here's Urbieta from the 11 line. This one stopped by Bueno again up at the 10. Higher and harder. Urbieta on the hop. Here's the forehand. Ikeda to the inside. Nice pickup by Urbieta. Either foot on the ground. Back to the inside for Ikeda. Urbieta, inside placement. Good body control by Ikeda. Just drops it inside. Urbieta now. Here's Bueno from the forehand. It's well placed. Drops between them. Urbieta picks it up. Slows it down on the forehand. Big bouncer. Bueno going up for it at the 11. Urbieta again, right up the middle. Ikeda with the high scoop. Powerful forehand, not going to get by. What a catch right off the side wall. Perfectly placed. Urbieta up the wall. He comes down with the ball. Backhand. Here's the rebote. Ikeda drops it inside again for Urbieta. Bueno now up at the 10. Bueno from the 11 line, little backhand, little kick off the side wall. CRB stays with it, drops it inside. Here's Bueno going up. Back up the middle, early call from Urbieta, stops it deep in the backcourt. Right over Ikeda's head to the inside where it's knocked down.
That's the second one that Urbieta is really pumped from the backcourt. Powerfully thrown right side. First one handled well by Bueno.
Yeah.
The second one just catching Ikeda off his footing, unable to make the catch.
Backhand by Bueno, right to the corner, Urbieta. Here's Bueno now, forehand, cutting to the inside, steps up, got it in the air, shoots it low and hard. Bueno out of the way, Ikeda lays it up. That is floating on the wall. What a play by Urbieta. Tough catch, backhand, right to the left side of Bueno. This one low and hard, the scoop is missed. 4-1 advantage for CRB and Urbieta.
Again, not used to. The Cyclones have been on so well for so long that just not used to seeing them miss this number of catches.
Backhand, 2-wall, caught in the air. CRB shoots it inside. There's a tough pickup by Bueno overhead. Backhand again. This one gonna pass. What a throw by CRB coming right up the middle. Ikeda drops it inside, right to Urbieta coming on the inside. There's Rebote by Bueno, opens up as a 2-wall. Urbieta up at the 8 line, back up the middle. What a stop by Bueno now. Quick release to the inside. Urbieta stays up at the 8, trying to get it to pass. He does at Rebote on the left side. Is saved by Ikeda. Here's Bueno. Coming right up the middle with that backhand. CRB lines it up. Ooh, the 2-wall is tipped. Nice return by CRB. Gives the Devils a 5-1 lead. It's a possible set, possible match point.
That ball just went off the frame. Good effort by Bueno to try to get out there and make the catch. And CRB and Urbieta 1 point away from an upset.
And certainly coming into this, the way these two teams have been playing, not many teams better than Ikeda and Bueno for the Cyclones. Here's a backhand by Bueno to the inside. Urbieta steps in at the 12. Hard return, this one passing. Ikeda, forehand Rebote lined up. Back to the inside. Urbieta got it up at the 9. Urbieta again, deep in the backcourt. This one kicks to the forehand of Bueno. Long carom. Will score. Just missed on the outside.
Bueno been holding on to that, but he let it go there. Beautiful long carom. Well played.
Extends the match. Second point for the Cyclones. Here's Bueno from the 12. Back inside for Urbieta. Ball kicking up and out. Bueno just out of the way. Ikeda turns to Rebote. Arm backhand. Here's Urbieta again. Deeper in the backcourt now. Sticks inside. There's Bueno running under it. Bueno has a low runner. Urbieta ducks. CRB pushed the Rebote outside of play. That's now 3 points for the Cyclones. Still possible match point for CRB and Urbieta.
Has to do a better job of maintaining that focus. Keeping that ball in bounds.
Urbieta committed, then came back for the serve. Powerful backhand right in the corner. Ikeda's Rebote. There's a save getting by CRB. Back to Urbieta. Early call from Ikeda. Tough Rebote. Just does make the save. Here's Urbieta now. Forehand inside. Bueno ducks. Ikeda on the left side turns it. It's a 2-all with a big bounce. Urbieta caught it on the outside. Ikeda lining it up again. Makes another save. Urbieta now up at the 9 line. Inside placement, lower and harder. Bueno with a nice catch, backed up. Big backhand, clears the overhead screen. Forehand Rebote. Coming to the outside, there's Ikeda. High hard throw into the corner. Urbieta scrambling, but he gets out there, makes a Rebote save. Ball kicking up. That will do it. Point, set, and a hard-fought match going to CRB and Urbieta in straight sets, 6-4, 6-3. Big day for the Devils brewing, Stu. Won 3 of 4 matches. Perhaps, based on the betting lines, their second upset as well here. CRB and Urbieta. Big win over Ikeda and Bueno. Inching closer to that second place spot in our standings. Four points already. Devils secured at least a tie. Every point valuable, especially down the stretch. And you see 6.5 points separating those two teams. 2.5 remaining today. Actually a pretty good possibility to the Devils. They continue this strong play. Could finish up in second place. See if Jed and Manny can stop the run here. 4th ranked team for the Cyclones taking on Jairo and Iriondo. We will be hearing from CRB and Urbieta. 3 wins already for the Devils here on this game day. Let's hear from their 5th-ranked team. There they are, CRB and Urbieta.
All right, CRB, Urbieta, this is the 3rd win of the night. CRB, as the captain, how do you keep your team together and keeping them focused to continue winning?
Really, it's focusing on staying consistent, winning each game when we get a chance. That win, that was a big win for us right there to put us at 4 points today, and we stay in 3rd place.
Urbieta, talk to me a little bit about the strategy tonight playing against this team.
The strategy was don't make mistakes, keep fighting all the points that we have. We know it was a really important game for us because we were fighting for the playoffs, so fight all the way, every point all the way.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on your 3rd win tonight. Let's see what else happens on tonight's game day.
Thank you.
And we thank these 2 Devils, CRB and Urbieta. Big win for that 5th-ranked team. Up next to 4th-ranked doubles matchup, Jedden and Manny for the Cyclones taking on Jairo and Iriondo. Jedden and Manny this season a record of 3-2. Jairo and Iriondo, only remaining undefeated doubles team. They have a record of 5-0, Stu. Devils looking to keep it rolling. No better team to bring out than Jairo and Iriondo. Tops of the league in terms of plus-minus and undefeated in doubles. The only other player or team at all Battle Court is undefeated is Gosheri in singles. So it shows how these guys are playing at a high level all season long. Got some charities introduced before our 5th match of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Jai-Alai League is proud to support local causes in our community. The DeHada Devils are playing on behalf of the Barracks Legends Foundation, which works to prevent veteran suicides. By organizing a wide range of events from concerts to comedy shows, the foundation aims to draw veterans out of isolation and into a supportive community that understands and loves them. The Cesta Cyclones are playing on behalf of the Ron McGill Conservation Endowment, which mission is to support organizations and programs dedicated to ensuring that wildlife can thrive in such environments. The endowment has provided tens of thousands of dollars annually to important conservation projects, both locally and globally. Let's make some noise for these 2 local organizations that are with us tonight as we support their missions and heat up the court. Representing the DeHada Devils and the Barracks Legend Foundation, it's the team of Jairo and Iriondo. And representing the Ron McGill Conservation Endowment and the Cesta Cyclones, it's the team of Jedden and Manny.
Jedden serves. The match has begun. Iriondo backhand from the 10 line to the inside. Here's the backhand by Manny. Jairo's there. Jairo powerfully from the left side. Manny's there. Jedden on the catch. Jedden powerfully from the right side. Caught in the air by Jairo. Jairo sending it deep. Manny's there. Takes it in the air at the 12 line. Just catch by Iriondo. Iriondo from the forehand. Jedden on the catch. Backhand. Big backhand by Iriondo. Manny's there. Robote forehand by Jedden. Low placement to the inside. Manny moves up, makes the catch. Sends it to the inside. What a catch by Iriondo at the 10 line. Here's the backhand by Manny. Here's the backhand by Manny. Powerful throw from the forehand of Jairo will score. Well played point by all 4 players to start this match off. Jairo and Iriondo first up on the board for the DeHada Devils in the red shirts.
Yeah, Manny's been electing to play the Robote on those scoops pretty consistently. That one just dying off the back wall, not playable. And Jairo and Iriondo that first point.
Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Iriondo's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Manny gets it down low, sends it deep. Iriondo on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Manny over the top. Jairo makes the catch. Jairo from the 7 line. Outside placement. Scores. 2 points for Jairo and Iriondo. Jairo serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Well, there it is, Stu. The outside placement from the forehand of Jairo. A little bit earlier than we're used to seeing it. Usually kind of lulls him to sleep, establishes a rhythm to the inside.
And
but
then snaps it. You're absolutely right.
He just powered that one early on. 2-0 lead now for this Devils team.
Good hard serve by Jairo. There's the backhand by Manny. Jairo makes the catch. Backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Robote forehand. Caught in the air by Jairo. Jairo lower and harder to the inside. Good pickup by Manny there on the left side. Here's the backhand by Iriondo, rather. Iriondo again. Backhand from the 12 line. Manny, forehand play. Over the top. Keeps it away from Jairo. Backhand by Iriondo. Here's Jedden. Backhand to the inside. Iriondo, beautiful catch, pulling that from the side wall. Jedden will let it pass. Manny makes the Robote save. Jairo reaching behind him to make that grab. Sends it deep. Robote coming way out. On the wall. Jedden, beautiful Robote play. Scoop by Jairo. Low and hard play. Manny for the Robote. Drop shot. Jedden on the run. He's got it.
Oh, just couldn't hold on.
Point for Jairo. 3 points. Jairo serves.
Just a tough catch. I mean, coming at that angle off the sidewall, just kind of floating, spinning.
You're running and got to try to stop that ball as it's dropping. It's one thing if it's coming to you, but that was a tough play. Another powerful serve by Jairo. Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote forehand. Here's the backhand by Iriondo. Manny's there. Backhand by Iriondo. That caught the overhead screen. That's out of play. That's a point for Jedden and Manny. There'll be no shutout. Jedden will serve 4. The Cesta Cyclones.
Yeah, Jairo coming back to him, just tell him, hey, that ball kicked up, nothing to worry about. Stay in this match. The first mistake from either Devil so far. And they've taken control of most of these points. Don't need to play outside of their games. Just stick to the game plan early on. So far, so good.
There's a backhand by Iriondo. Robote for Jedden. Jedden, powerful forehand. Robote stopped by Jairo. Jairo, placement to the inside. Does not drop. Robote forehand by Jairo. Passes. Manny on the Robote. Here's a catch by Iriondo. Iriondo, powerful forehand. Catch by Manny. Manny over the top. Jairo comes cross court to make the catch. Backhand from the 7 line. Jedden, forehand Robote to the outside. Caught by Jairo. Jairo low and hard. Manny saves the Robote. Big, big bounce. Brought down by Iriondo. Here's the backhand. Iriondo on the backhand from the 10 line. Here's the backhand again by Iriondo. Jedden makes the catch at the 7. Powerful throw to the inside. Robote, forehand by Jairo. Manny's there. Backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote coming out. Scoop attempt missed. That's a 4th point for Jairo. In the red shirt for the DeHada Devils, he serves.
It blasts the backhand, but at what cost? Coming right up the middle to a forehand Robote of Jairo, and he just powers it right back to him. It's a tough catch for Manny. Hasn't made it all day, and another miss right there. Brings it to a 4-1 advantage. If you're going to throw that backhand, got to get it closer to the side wall. If it's that far off, Jairo's going to turn it low and hard all day long and going to score at a high rate.
Beautiful catch by Manny. Iriondo, backhand from the 10 line. Powerful throw, right to the corner. Manny's there. Iriondo, backhand from the 11 line. Here's the backhand by Jedden.
Wow, perfect.
Ball missed in the corner. 5 points and a possible set point for the red shirts. Jairo and Iriondo. Jairo serves.
Just perfect placement. Nothing more to it than that. Right on the wall, crossing beyond the 12 line. Tough catch for Manny. Just couldn't control it. Iriondo really rebounding nicely. Struggled on the catch in that first match of the day, but he's been spot on in this one.
Ball tipped off the serve. Point and set to Jairo and Iriondo, winning the first set 6-1. We'll put 2 minutes on the board, come back out and play our second set.
Yeah, this Jairo and Iriondo team picking up right where they left off. Dropped just one set all season long, and that came in their last time out against Goanaga and Ben. So starts with guy on the left there in the front court, Jairo. Killing points, and Iriondo, good compliment there in the back. He made pretty much every catch so far today.
And I did receive a very aggressive text message. At least the text message seemed to be aggressive from none other than Ben of the Robote Renegades, letting me know that I misidentified Jairo as the captain of the Devils, CRB.
I believe that it was me, Stu. I misidentified him in the intros, and you were just picking up off of me. So
have to accept
that's on me.
responsibility for
No,
my
that's
own
on me,
error.
Stu.
We both screwed it up, and our apologies to Ben. We know pays very close attention to these matches, even when he's not playing. If he paid a little closer attention when he was playing, might be a little higher in those standings, but there's always hope for next year.
Wow. Higher than first, Stu, huh? With those Renegades?
Absolutely. We have big expectations, better than first.
See that final serve just tipped there by Jedden. Couldn't get anything going against Jairo and Iriondo. It's pretty much been the case for every team all season long. They play great defense. They have a point killer up there in the front in Jairo. They don't give away any free points. Unforced errors to a minimum. Pretty good recipe for success here in this fourth-ranked group. You know, it's one thing to have a high expectations coming into the season on paper, looks good. You never know how these teams are going to mesh when they get onto the court together. I'd say this one worked out just about as perfectly as you could have asked for. First set 6-1 in favor of Jairo and Iriondo, looking to improve to 6-0 with a win. They just need one of these next two sets. Jed and Manny will have the serve coming out to begin set number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set of this match. Tejada Devils, Jairo and Iriondo winning the first set 6-1. Battle court scoring. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Jedden will serve for the Cesta Cyclones here to start off the second set.
There's the serve. Our second set has begun. Here's Manny from the forehand. High off the front wall. Drops between the Devils. Jairo's got it. Drops it inside. Here's Manny going up forward at the 11 line. Jairo able to cut it off again.
There's a backhand by Iriondo. Jedden is there. Big right side by Manny. Here's a catch by Iriondo. That ball hits the overhead screen. First point of this match goes to Jedden and Manny of the Cesta Cyclones in the white shirt. Jedden serves.
Second time Iriondo's had trouble with the overhead screen. Runs from the left, that time from the right. Again, want to pass, but no need to be flirting with that screen. It's Actually, Manny not going to do too much damage there from the left side in the backcourt.
Big right side by Manny to the inside. Here's Uriando. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote coming out. Jedden on the Robote. Hard to the front wall. And Jairo is there. Robote left side. Robote forehand by Jedden. Caught in the air by Uriando. Uriando sends it to the inside. Here's Manny. Manny on the backhand. Robote coming out. Robote forehand to the inside. Manny's there. Manny over the top. Jairo's there. Backhand. Robote saved by Manny. Jairo aggressively from the 6 line. Low and hard to the inside. Manny going for the save. That's in the overhead screen. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Jairo serves for the DeHada Devils.
Just his willingness to go to the ground that consistently. Awfully impressive. Got assessed on it. Able to dig it out, but not enough to reach the front wall. Good effort there by Manny. Nice throw by Jairo. Ties it up 1-1.
That ball will score off the serve by Jairo. Jairo and Uriando with 2 points. Jairo serves.
That serve was crossing very deep in the backcourt. Manny didn't know whether to move up on it before it crossed. Kind of hesitated, stayed back there, and forced a little tougher catch than he needed to.
There's the backhand by Manny. Jairo, great catch at the 9 line. Powerful backhand goes wall to wall. Robote coming out. Jedden on the Robote. Caught well by Uriando deep in the backcourt. He sends it to the inside. Manny's there. Manny from the forehand. Here's the backhand by Uriando. Manny's there again. Backhand from the 11 line. Robote left side to the inside. Jedden on the catch. Robote left side to the inside again. Ball tipped at the side wall. That's a 3rd point for Jairo and Uriando. Jairo serves.
And just the placement is picture perfect. Second time that Manny's gone up for it on the right side. I think he did in that earlier doubles match with Ikeda. The left-sided catch went up for it on the right, just able to sneak by.
Excellent catch by Manny off a beautiful serve by Jairo. Here's the backhand by Uriando. Midcourt, caught by Manny. Uriando, backhand from the 12 line to the inside. Manny reaches up. Here's the backhand by Uriando. Jedden's on the catch down low. Backhand from the 7 line. Uriando's there. Catch by Jairo. Jairo powerfully from the forehand, crossing the side wall. What a catch by Manny. Here's Uriando, backhand from the 12 line, low and hard. Jedden's there. Jedden sends it deep. Uriando makes the catch at the back wall. Tough play. Here's Manny, over the top. Beautiful catch by Jairo and a powerful backhand from the 6 line. Robote on the wall, played nicely by Jedden. Robote, low and hard by Uriando. Manny's there. Backhand. Here's a catch by Uriando. Backhand. Powerfully thrown wall to wall by Uriando. Ball missed at the 11 line. That's a 2nd point for the white shirts, Jedden and Manny.
Uriando was in quite the rhythm right there. Made a couple of tough catches. Went for that one. Is coming right up the middle. Maybe Jairo could have called him off. Trusted his backcourter. Just couldn't make it there, coming to his right side. Cuts the deficit to just 1. Crucial point there for the Cyclones.
Here's the forehand by Uriando. Uriando on the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote coming out. Here's the catch by Jairo. 2-all by Jairo. Jedden makes a great grab on the forehand. High on the return. Jairo's calling for it. He will not make the play. Beautifully played by Jedden to tie things up at 3-3. Jedden serves.
Threw it with a little bit of overspin, too, because that ball really opened up off the back wall. Shot into the side netting. Take a look at this. A 2-wall, not typical shot we see from Jairo. Beautifully stopped by Jedden. Look at this one. It's a little more over the top. This thing is really going to open up off the back wall. Jairo looking to line it up, and yeah, that just shoots by him.
Here's the backhand by Iriondo. Powerfully thrown. Jedden sets up for the rebote. Swing and a miss up there at the 3 line. That's 4 points for Jairo and Iriondo. Jairo serves.
He's been timing him up beautifully all night long. Maybe trying to overpower one right there and get it to pass. Just missed it. That serve.
The ace will score. 5 points for Jairo and Iriondo. Possible match point.
2 aces in this set, Stu. All day long been a weapon. That's a tough team to beat. So many ways to put points up on the board compared to their opponents. Iriondo rebounding nicely from that opening match with Douglas, where he didn't catch all too well. And a couple of tough ones today.
Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Rebote. Forehand by Jairo. Rifled wall to wall. Jedden for the rebote. He makes a save. A drop shot rebote stopped by Jairo. Backhand by Jairo. Right to the corner. Out to the rebote for Jedden. Jedden will send this one to the pad. Point set and match for Jairo and Iriondo of the Tejada Devils, winning 6-1, 6-3 in straight sets.
With that win, Jairo and Iriondo improved to 6-0. Devils also clinched the game day win. 5.5 points for them, and they have a chance to add one more. Urbieta against Carballo. That third-ranked singles match will close out the game day. It's that game day score we're talking about. And man, coming into it, would have expected maybe the Cyclones, a team, to have 5.5 at this point, but it's been all Devils all evening. Opening up some space between themselves and the Chargers. Not good for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Kind of needed the Devils to get as few points as possible to give that team the best chance of sneaking into the playoffs. But still, at this point in the season, with a few game days left per team, mathematically, top 4 still in contention to make the playoffs. We will be hearing from our winners, Jairo and Iriondo. Tough unit to knock out. 6-0. Only dropped 1 set. Let's hear from them. There they are. 4th team for the Devils.
All right, Jairo, Iriondo, congratulations on winning that match, and you guys remain undefeated this season. How have you guys been able to be such an effective team in this season?
Thank you. Well, we communicate really good in the court, and Jairo speaks a lot all the match. He ran a lot. To the front, to the back, and that's it.
Escribir al otro ahí.
Jairo, tell me a little bit about the strategy playing against this team.
Strategy, I mean, like always, just try to catch one more than the opponents and throw to left wall, back wall, attack Tanar, because we know that Manny is a catching machine. So, yeah.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in the last match of the night.
Okay, thank you.
The finale coming up in just about 30 seconds here. Third-ranked singles between Carballo of the Cyclones and Urbieta of the Devils. These guys met up earlier in the season. Carballo just dominated Urbieta's straight set win. Overall this season, though, Urbieta with the better record of the two, 4 wins and 3 losses compared to Carballo, just sitting with 2 wins and 3 losses in his 5 matches played. Game day has already been decided, but a valuable point for the Cyclones still up for grabs. See if Carballo can cash in with a little consolation here on this game day and this final point. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our final match of the game day, a third-ranked singles match. representing the Cesta Cyclones, we have number 3, Carballo. And representing the Tejada Devils, number 38, Urbieta. To serve by Carballo, we begin our final match. Robote forehand. Carballo plays it inside, lined up by Urbieta. Another Robote. Another save by Carballo. This one coming up the middle. Urbieta now shoots it low and hard. Carballo coming back across the court. There's a 2-wall. Powerfully thrown to score. Carballo on the board first.
Carballo's Costado 2-all has been spot on tonight, been thrown with authority every time he's wound up with it. He's avoided the pad. Just beautiful play by Carballo, continuing from the doubles into this singles play. Let's see if he continues it.
Powerful serve. Urbieta on the left side, comes up the middle. Here's Carballo on the Robote. Urbieta now, there's a backhand, high and hard, cutting back to the inside. That is on the wall. Good save by Carballo. There's a backhand again by Urbieta now. Carballo cutting back inside, makes the save, turning it high off the front wall. Urbieta, what a catch, coming down with the ball. Io again sweeps it off the floor on the bounce. Here's Urbieta, the 2-wall. Not opening up enough. Carballo with time gets there. Powerful forehand return of his own. Lined up. The Robote is dropped in and scoring for Urbieta. What a play. He gets the point, ties it 1-1.
So, yeah, the 2-all, not Urbieta. Urbieta is going to hang in there, make the catches and throws consistently. I mean, mainly a defensive player, traditional backcourter. But in that case, they would never say die. Carballo scores on this throw 9 times out of 10. This is the 10th. Urbieta just makes his save, drops inside. You see that Carballo's not approaching the ball quite with the respect he should. And scored.
What a catch by Urbieta right off the side wall. Backhanded pass. There's Carballo on the Robote. Turns it high. Cut off on the left side. Here's Urbieta. Forehand Robote laid up. Urbieta runs under it. There's a backhand. Forehand Robote just does clear. Urbieta, the carom. Robote scores. What a shot by Urbieta.
We just got through saying that he doesn't throw a lot of shots, and then he throws a forehand carom Robote just perfectly. Again, it's all about timing with this. This is not something he throws, so Carballo's not ready for it. You see him going to the inside.
He really opened up.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it was just really well thrown by Urbieta. Surprising. That's the most important thing. If you're throwing those every time it comes to your forehand Robote, people get used to it and they start going outside. You got to mix it up.
Carballo takes in the serve. Backhand opens up to the outside. Urbieta going to let it pass. Just drops it back up the middle. Here's Carballo coming cross court. Inside placement. There's Urbieta. Got assessed on it, but could not scoop it up. 2-2. Carballo serve.
Yeah, Urbieta wanted that. Was not looking to play that off for the Robote, though. That may have come out for the Robote.
Powerful serve handled there by Urbieta. Here's Robote. Forehand. Carballo pushed it up the middle. Urbieta low and hard on the inside. Well placed and scoring. He takes the lead, 3-2.
Again, you want to use that side wall to your advantage whenever you have the opportunity to. Get the ball close to the side wall, whether you're throwing it to the front wall and having it come back or having it come back off the Robote.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Urbieta. Carballo advances on the serve. There's a big forehand, open it up right in the corner. Urbieta comes back for it, lays it up high off the front wall. Here's Carballo opening up for the 2-wall. Caught the corner. Urbieta's there. Shoots it low and hard on the return. Carballo with a nice catch. 2-wall from Carballo. Back to Urbieta. Stepped on the outside. Urbieta's hard forehand is scooped by Carballo. Forehand rebote. Diving save. Comes up short.
Inches.
Great sequence there. Carballo gets the point.
3-3. My, oh my. That ball almost made contact with the front. Well, I mean, that would have been the second one.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one coming right up the middle. Here's Rebote left side. It's a 2-wall. Stopped by Urbieta. Powerful return. Coming back to Carballo. Scoop is missed. Urbieta jumps out ahead 4-3.
Urbieta doing a good job of playing Carballo, moving Carballo around, throwing the ball kind of out of his kill zone, keeping it around his ankles there. Carballo's made some spectacular scoops, but hasn't had those explosive shots that we've seen earlier in the game day.
Powerful forehand by Carballo. That just does clear. Urbieta out there gets the Rebote. Here's Carballo, inside placement, powerfully thrown to score. 4-4 is the score. Carballo now serves.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not, and that's exactly what Carballo did just there. Beautifully executed throw by Carballo. Inside placement, scoring beautifully.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
He could have thrown it harder. That was a powerful throw. Real powerful throw.
That is an over serve, a double fault. Bringing Urbieta to 5 points. He has a possible set point.
Did he double fault earlier in the
Yeah,
game?
I was going to say second time today.
Second double fault today. Wow.
Don't want to see that at 4-4. Possible set point for Urbieta. Urbieta runs around it, keeps it on the forehand, inside placement, caught in the air by Carballo. There's a backhand. 2 pass. Urbieta lays it up from the forehand. That one crossing. Carballo controls it. Over the 10 line, big forehand. Urbieta out there, drops it just above the pad. Here's Carballo opened up. There's a 2-wall thrown to score. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point.
Very hard to know how to call this one. Carballo with that explosive style of his, tremendous shots on both sides. Urbieta with the consistent catching and excellent court positioning. Hard to tell which way this one was going to go. 5-5.
2 completely different players.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, front court, back court, I mean, that's an obvious one, but just their shots, their style, just everything. Urbieta, powerful forehand back over the top. Carballo lets it pass. Left side save on the Rebote. Urbieta from the 10 line, shoots it up the middle. Carballo stops it. This one passing. Here's Urbieta, forehand Rebote now. Helped on the left side of Carballo. Inside placement will score for the set. Carballo comes back, wins it 6-5. 2 minutes will play. Set number 2.
Tremendous last effort there by Carballo, winding up big time, sending it to the inside.
He kept it up. Nicostado, the key right there, and then gave him the opportunity to shoot it inside, throw the 2-wall. He's got so much power. You have to commit. Game days locked up in favor of the Tejada Devils. 5.5 points already. Just 1.5 for the Cyclones.
There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. Urbieta getting a little feedback from Arta on how to play against Carballo. Carballo very much the machine. Most of the Cyclones already dressed up for a Friday night on the town here in Miami.
Yeah. See the conversation here in the ESPN 3 players cage. Carballo stretch out a little bit.
There we see Douglas, who I have on good authority, may have another conversation coming tonight, talking with his teammate, Urbieta.
That is not a Tejada Devils colored jacket. It's just cold in here, folks. You know, it's just genuinely
it's
cold,
South
man.
Florida, but the AC
It
is
is
working really well in here.
It's pumping.
No, seriously, I think that we share this with the meat department. I
Yeah,
really
we
do.
must.
I think that just on the other side of the
Food and beverage
green,
is the other half.
green wall, there's just slabs of beef hanging along the side wall.
Wouldn't be surprised. Got a second set coming up. Urbieta and Carballo making their way out to the court. We are ready to begin our second set. Urbieta serves to Carballo. There's a serve by Urbieta. Our second set is underway. Nice backhand by Carballo, opens up. Urbieta digs out the rebote. It's a 2-wall. Carballo breaks. He gets out there. Shoots a high 3-wall. That is just out of reach of Urbieta, where it scores.
If I'm Urbieta, not that I have the skill to do that, but if I'm Urbieta, I'm probably going to try to get that one in the air as well, because the way that was coming in off the side wall for that 3-wall play, that was shooting straight to the outside once it hit the back wall.
Powerful serve is an underserve. Second serve coming up.
Again, Carballo with one of the best serves on the roster. Needs to get that ball between the 5 and the 7 line. 4 and 7 line, rather. But if it's between the 5 and 7, it's still a good serve.
It's true. That's a great serve right on the floor. Somehow Urbieta caught that one. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Back to the right side of Urbieta. Shoots a high, hard one. Back into the corner. It's a forehand rebote. Save. Urbieta high scoop. There's a powerful forehand. Carballo drops it inside. Tough save. Here's Urbieta. Backhand. Caught overhead. Here's Carballo. The carom blasted. Stopped on the bounce. Urbieta carom return.
Well done.
Lands in to score. 1-1. Tied up in our second set.
Players sometimes get lulled into a false sense of security when they've thrown what they feel is a good ball. They stop moving, and you got to keep moving. It's not over until you've actually won the point. In that case, Carballo basically telegraphing where to throw the ball on the 2-wall.
Backhand opens up to the outside. Urbieta hits the 2-all, drops it inside. There's Carballo coming cross court. Just out of reach. Actually caught right on the tip there by Urbieta. What a catch. Carballo, there's a forehand rebote, 2 pass. Opening to the outside. That will be a point for Urbieta as Carballo got in his way on the throw. Point will be awarded to Urbieta.
That is enhanced interference.
Yeah, Carballo got in Urbieta's way as he tried to throw that rebote. That ball was going to reach. Look at this. I mean, you get a good look. He lined it up, and
exactly.
It was going to reach.
It doesn't make a difference. Maybe that was going to go out or not. Carballo was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But that is a point awarded to Urbieta, leading 2-1. Rebote left side, back inside. Nice pickup by Carballo. Doesn't let it cross. Backhand lobbed up, right at the corner. Here's Urbieta. Get up on the rebote. Big bouncer. Carballo now steps in. Whips it back up the middle. Urbieta, nice pickup at the 12 line. Orlando Bote stays inside. Backhand.
Oh.
The low runner is into the top part of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad.
Folks in the audience chanting the pad is bad, and it definitely is. Urbieta was looking to get the low runner to the inside, trying to pass Carballo to the inside. Carballo there trying to clarify the score. It's 2-2.
Powerful serve, better catch there by Urbieta on the left side. Dropped into the corner. Lofting rebote, missed. Urbieta breaks the tie. He leads 3-2. Perfect serve there by Urbieta. Scores. That's an ace. 4-2 lead.
Really good serve by Urbieta. Good calling. And that clearing the sidewall the way that it did. Just out of reach of Carballo to make the return.
Forehand 2 pass. There's Urbieta. Just lays it up at the 8 line. Here's Carballo trying to keep it on the costado. That ball floating. Just did get up there. 2-all. Stopped on the outside. Karam return. Scores. 5-2 advantage. Urbieta has a possible set point to force the third set.
Again, Urbieta not playing around. He's going to throw the ball where Carballo's not, which is kind of hard because Carballo's all over the place.
Yes, that
He's got
is true.
tremendous foot speed. So grab the ball on the right side there, throw the Karam.
That serve scores for the set. The ace ends it for Urbieta. 6-2. Third set will decide this match. What a comeback. What a comeback.
Urbieta changing things up there with the serve. Got 2 aces in. Aces with authority. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players come back here in between sets. Urbieta there with the remainder of the Tejada Devils squad. Here's some replays from that second set. Beautiful catch here by Urbieta. Returns a carom. Why? Because look where Carballo is. He's not even in the screen there.
Yep. Stuck to
Throw the ball where
inside.
your opponent's not, if you can, if you have the footing and the positioning to do that. This was the rebote. Yeah, Carballo just, it's enhanced interference. Carballo loses the point because each player needs complete space to throw it however they possibly can. Carballo just stopped. Glad he didn't get hit harder. I mean, that's...
Yeah, the rule is if the opposing player interferes with the throw in any way, they make contact with the basket.
Yep.
I mean, tough to say. I mean, look, that rebote probably would have been saved by Urbieta, but tough to say that it wouldn't have been. Carballo has got to give him the space, as you said as well.
Absolutely. Some guys play closer than others, especially here at Magic City. Those two guys right there, they play real close.
Yeah, they do.
Jedden and, in fact, Jedden earlier tonight, I mean, you know, I don't really look at footage after we're done. Sometimes something's happened. But Jedden, if I'm not mistaken, tapped Arta on the shoulder while they were playing.
Ooh.
Back during that match. I'd be very curious to see if that did happen, but I did. It's like, not sure why that's necessary. If it did happen. Not sure that it did. But no one better to get feedback from than Manny. Manny signed his first professional contract here in the United States in 2001. Started playing professional Highline 1995 or 96. So if you're going to listen to someone, Manny's a good guy to listen to.
1 set remains on the game day. 1 point to be awarded here. First one to 6, we'll take it. We are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Carballo will serve to Urbieta.
I expect Carballo is going to come out firing.
Absolutely. Expect a powerful serve right here. Not going to waste any time in this third set. There's a serve. Our third and decisive set is underway. Carballo has to come back for it. That one not going to make it. First point of our third set goes to Urbieta. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up.
So this, folks, is what is called a cortada serve. What's a cortada serve? It's thrown low and hard just above the pad, and it cuts to the side wall. Basically, it's like throwing it to your opponent's knees, just blasting it low and hard, but there's the risk of the underserve.
Backhand by Carballo. Got away from him up in the overhead screen. And out of play. 2 quick points for Urbieta.
Those of you who may be new to Highline will look at that and say, wait a second, this guy throws with such accuracy off the left side and right side. How does he careen it into the overhead screen? Basically, it's just misjudgment on his part. He's trying to get the ball well over his opponent's head. And in doing so, loses track of it, pops up off the front wall and into the overhead screen.
That is an underserve. Second serve coming up.
Urbieta definitely going for it on these first serves, knowing that, you know, based on that second set, if he lands it, it's likely to score. And he's always got a second serve that he could just kind of drop it in.
Second serve is good. Here's Carballo coming out with it on the forehand. Back inside. Nice catch by Urbieta off the side wall. Here's Carballo. Inside placement. Good read by Urbieta. Stopped it in the air. There's the backhand. Right into the corner. Not a lot on that rebote. Carballo digs it out and gets it to pass. 2-all with a big bounce. Carballo stops it in the air. The carom return scores.
Beautiful play by Carballo. Moving forward aggressively, catching the ball in the air to the outside and finishing it off with a kill shot. Well done.
Yeah, doing a good job taking it in the air. That would have been a tough catch on the bounce. And quick turn on that carom. Hard serve, good catch there on the left side of Urbieta, right in the corner. Dig out to the outside. Urbieta gets there, high, hard throw. Not going to clear the overhead screen. That caught a piece, which is out of play.
2-2.
We are tied up, 2-2. Backhand to the inside, that one passing. Carballo, that is on the wall. Rabote missed. Urbieta leads now 3-2.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the third and final set of our final match of the evening, a singles match. Each one of these players has won a set. First player to reach 6 points will win the match.
On hard back inside. Scoop is missed. Quick point for Carballo, tied up 3-3.
Powerful throw by Carballo. Urbieta going down low to try to make the catch, just not able to bring it in.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Powerful second serve. Better catch there by Urbieta on the inside. This one passing. Rabote forehand. Turned high off the front wall. Urbieta committed. He caught it overhead. Forehand Rabote. Back to the left side of Urbieta. Up at the 10 line. A runner. Oh, that one dropping. Carballo steps in. Cut it off in the air. Urbieta middle of the court. Shoots it inside. Carballo good pickup again at the 11 line. Backhand kicking up and out. Carballo, the 2-wall. Scores.
Really well thrown by Carballo. It was actually a great read by Urbieta. He was right there.
There's a catch by Urbieta. Urbieta from the 10 line. Shoots it high and hard. Back to the inside. Carballo out there for the Rabote. Powerful turn. Urbieta on the hop. Takes it in. Shoots it inside. Low and hard. That one dropping. Carballo digs it out. What an effort. Backhand there. Into the corner again. Carballo. Forehand Rabote. Hook coming back to the middle of the court. Urbieta lower and harder this time. Stopped by Carballo. Backhand to the outside. Rabote missed. Carballo leads 5-3. Possible set and a possible match point. Here's Urbieta, backhand from the 12 line. Unpassing, here's Carballo on the rebote. Drops it inside, Urbieta. Keeps it on the left side, backhand again. Low runner. Dug out by Carballo, turning it high off the front wall. Here's Urbieta. Inside placement. Carballo, that one is just out of reach.
Important point here. Will Carballo be able to finish it off, or will we go to 5-5 in the third and decisive set? Stay tuned.
There's a 2-all. Stopped on the outside. Carballo shoots it low and hard, just above the pad. Urbieta digs it out. He keeps it going. Carballo inside placement. Caught the air by Urbieta. What a read. There's the backhand. Carballo out at the 8 line. Rebote coming right back to Urbieta. Perfect positioning. That one takes two bounces.
It is 5-5, Andrew.
This is match point.
5-5 in the third and final set. It was 5-5 in the first set.
That rebote and the catch in the air that followed, what a combination by Urbieta. He's reading Carballo perfectly.
I'll be very curious to see what Urbieta does with this first serve here. He's got a chance to finish it on the serve. He's got to get it between the 4 and 7.
Tough serve. That one scores for the win. The ace ends it 6-5 in favor of Urbieta in the third and decisive set. The Devils take a big game day. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming your way momentarily.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Big day for the Devils to 6.5 for possible
Huge.
8 points against the Cesta Cyclones. Let's cut to some of those highlights right away and recap the action we just saw behind us. Got started with Douglas and Uriano here, third team, taking on the second-ranked team of the Cyclones.
Douglas was here early. He was warming up, had a good attitude, tremendous focus on what he wanted to accomplish tonight, and it translated to the rest of the DeHada Devils squad. Ikeda and Manny have been flawed. They'll outcatch anybody.
Yes, they will.
Of any team. And just outplayed tonight. Manny with some uncharacteristic misses. Ikeda having a little bit of difficult time stopping the ball, but it was about Douglas changing things up, throwing shots like this. Look at that. Bounces twice before the 4 line. That is a perfectly executed drop shot by Douglas. Beautiful catch by Ikeda here. Cortada thrown low and hard. Scoring well.
Perfect there. Just 2 bounces before Iriando can get up to it.
This is where, really looked like he really tweaked that ankle. But again, the presence of mind to maintain his focus, throw the ball straight. Wound up being an underserve, but here's a beautiful catch by Douglas. Look at him blast it to the outside. Split placement. Why? Because it splits the front quarter and back quarter of the opposing team. Just beautifully well done. Powerful, powerful serve here by Douglas. Yeah, I mean, to get that by Manny, that's just... Manny doesn't miss those balls.
No.
And there you go. Douglas very pleased with his performance, has every right to be. Played beautifully. That got him his first official vote for Player of the Day.
Yes. And then brought us to that 6th-ranked doubles here. Carballo and Jen taking on CRB and Arcta.
Always a good time when Carballo's on the court. And in this match, Jedden backed him up beautifully. And in addition to backing him up beautifully, Carballo's Costado 2-all was perfect. That forehand camera bote right there. Oftentimes, people who are familiar with Jai-Alai will say, he hooked it. No, he didn't hook it. He had every intention of throwing that, and he threw it beautifully. And there was one of multiple Costado 2-alls beautifully executed by Carballo, just really well thrown. CRB doing his best to hang in there, but this was all Carballo.
Look at that catch.
Beautiful catch by Carballo, completely locked in. Beautiful 2-all to the outside. CRB theoretically was there, could have gotten his cesta up, but the ball came so fast, landed so well. And look at this beautiful 2-all clip. In and out of the cesta of
Tough one to
CRB.
control.
A very difficult ball to catch. Arta doing a better job tonight than we had seen in previous days. Even though he sent that one to the 2-all, his catching was definitely better than we had seen the last couple weeks.
Yeah, clean miss front ways. Trying to go for a kill shot on the back end, just coming up short. Carballo and Jedden tied up the game day at that point. From our third match on, Stu, it was all Devils.
Yeah, no question about it. Good to see at this stage. I mean, a team with concentration and momentum on their side and both paying out beautifully. This was just so well executed by, there's the salute by Manu. When players are beaten well, they will salute each other. They spent a lot of time all in the same locker room here at Magic City. Same thing here. Douglas knows that backhand 2-all, he's got no chance of getting to. Manu doesn't throw many of them, but that one landed perfectly. Look at that focus on Douglas's face. He's just locked in. Just kept Manu moving all around.
And goes for this outside placement. Douglas threw a couple filos today. That one by Manu. Right back to him, just out of reach. Well, you see the reaction by Manu, just dying off the back wall.
Manu could not put anything together. Just could not put anything together, especially there, Chick-Chack. We don't see many of them here at Magic City, but see one off the rebote there. That got us to Urbietta's first showing this evening.
Yes, CRB and Urbieta against Ikeda and Bueno, 5th-ranked doubles.
I mean, Ikeda, you could see, is already playing very deep. Bueno more than capable of making catches there in the backcourt, but the rhythm was with Ikeda, brought him to the backcourt. Bueno overall doing a really good job of making some good catches and throws from the backcourt, like keeping it close to the side wall. That's a perfect example of why you hear us repeating that, about the importance of using the side wall as you throw.
And that one just tipped by Bueno. CRB and Urbieta, you see, leading 5-1 now in our second set. Bueno going for a carom. Really, I think the only shot he attempted did end up scoring for his team. Just a little bit too little too late.
Just very well done. CRB knowing he's got to get that ball into the cesta.
See this one coming back to him. Bueno ducks. Rebote on the left side. What a catch by Urbieta. Leaping on the
Urbieta's
outside.
catching was spot on, both in this doubles and his later singles showing.
This rebote, you see it cutting inside. Bueno goes up, just out of reach, and scoring for the win. And that took us to the 4th-ranked doubles match here. Jairo and Iriondo in the team with high expectations coming in, and they delivered.
Outside placement by Jairo. As you said, he brought it out early in the match. Usually saves it for a little later. Jairo from the right side is just spot on. This was, I don't know what he intended to do there, but Jedden definitely had a play on that ball, an easy play on that ball. Don't know if he just dropped it or was thinking about what he was going to throw before he made the catch, but the result was the same. Jedden with a fine catch here, just about the 5 line, crossing that side wall beautifully. Jairo calls for the rebote, but he will not get there.
Look at these serves coming in, too. I mean, he's got the shots, he's got the power, and then the serve to match.
Punishing. Absolutely punishing.
Rebote there by Jedden. That one hooked, coming up short. At that
Straight
point,
set victory there for Jairo and Iriondo.
And 3 wins in a row for the Devils.
Iriondo in the backcourt there, too.
Yes, great catching in that match in particular. Then that brought us to the finale. It's 3 wins in a row for the Devils. Urbieta had a chance to make it 4 in a row. First set took us to a decisive 11-point, though. Good play from both players.
Beautiful 2-all there by Carballo. Just was not able to get the same, I don't know, forcefulness. I don't know really how to describe it. He was so locked in that doubles game. I believe that it had everything to do with who he was playing against.
Yeah.
Urbieta just played him perfectly. I mean, 5-5 in the first set, 5-5 in the third set. But Carballo ran through that second set beautifully. Urbieta just about making the saves, getting forehand carom rebote. We saw that. We saw 2 tonight, both of them scoring perfectly.
And that 2-all just snapped in there to score. Gorgeous. Carballo threw a bunch of 2-alls today in both doubles matches.
Beautiful catch by Urbieta, but Urbieta just played him well. Just always tried to move towards the ball. His court positioning was excellent. Also, Urbieta was employing the serve, going for the same ace that he's seen others get. Here's Carballo, great focus, great catch. Look at this 2-all, beautifully executed. And Urbieta's right there, returns a carom, throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's exactly what Urbieta did right there. Beautiful catch by Carballo here. Carom scores. It was shot by shot, player by player. You see both teams there back in the player pit. Urbieta almost losing his footing, but maintaining his composure, reading way overhead.
That was such a good catch.
Beautiful throw here by Carballo.
Look at this 2-all.
Yeah, Urbieta wanted that so bad he could feel it. Yeah.
Look at this.
Carballo on the rebote. He plays the spectacular plays better than anyone else.
Just digs it out deep in the backcourt, inside
Played the inside,
placement.
beautifully done. just out of reach of Carballo.
Carballo had a couple points worked with Urbieta. Tightening things up here late in this third set. Look at this play. What a rebote here.
Magnificent save by Urbieta.
Digs it out.
And the backhand to the corner. You see how it angles into the corner.
And he's going to get that second bounce. That tied it up at 5-5, and you're going to see the replays of the final point of this match.
Look at this serve.
Damn.
Boom.
Ends it in style with an ace. Huge game day for the Devils in the late stages of our Fall 23 regular season, adding 6.5 of a possible 8 points. Taking out one of the top teams there as well, Stu, as we can pull up our standings here. We'll join you back on camera. Pull up our full season standings here and see exactly where all 5 teams stack up. Renegades still at the top, 5.5 points separating themselves, and the Cyclones now in second. Devils only 4 points behind. Then you got the Chargers, actually looks like 6.5 outside of that third and final playoff spot. The Cyclones, Devils, and Chargers have 2 game days remaining. You see the Renegades and Warriors have an extra game day remaining. That will be 3 for our seasons, too. So looks to be pretty close, and then third place still up for grabs, maybe even a chance at second place for the Devils after what they did today. Player of the day discussions, so I know there were a couple of good candidates, particularly for the Devils. A couple guys went undefeated, but who's going to get that honor?
Anytime it comes to player of the day, we usually have a number of players to choose from. Then you look to which team won it. You tend to want to go with someone on that team. And tonight, it was actually fairly easy for me. I mean, Carballo played magnificently, no question about that. Urbieta played great, and he was on the winning team. But you look for someone who stands out in their play, and the person who stood out to me tonight was Douglas. Douglas was way more focused than we've seen him. He was landing shots that we don't normally see him throw. Overall, just Douglas was player of the day from beginning to end.
Yeah, had a couple moments to speak with him between the break. Let's hear what the number 1 player of the Devils had to say. Hey everybody, welcome into our player of the day for today here with Douglas of the Devils. Big game day for your team. Haven't been many third-ranked doubles teams that have knocked out second-ranked teams this season. What gave you and Ariana the belief that you can do that to set the tone this evening?
Yeah, we've had some hard matches, you know, and we've just been having that fighting mentality the entire season, and we've played really well, and we haven't had much to show for it. So to go out there today and continue to fight and get the win, it was huge, and it was a great way to start the day.
Yeah, and what statement do you think you guys made tonight, knocking out one of the top teams in this league?
Yeah, they've been one of the best teams all season, and you know it looks like they're going to get second place going into the playoffs, and if we get third place, we'll be taking them on in the playoffs. So that today, to go out there and to win those matches, it was, you know, a really big day for us.
Awesome. Congratulations, Douglas, our player of the day for today. And there was Douglas, our player of the day for today, Stu. Definitely earned that honor. 2-0. Big day for his Devils team.
By the way, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Did
Stu.
you have a good night last night?
I had a lovely night. You?
Very good. Thank you for asking.
Great stuff, Stu. We're going to be back. We have the Renegades and Chargers. It's a huge day for the Chargers to get back in the mix, that third and final playoff spot. Get started with Gosheri and Ben against Iturbide and Spinner, then Goanaga against Benny, and then Gosheri against Zuleika in singles. 3 doubles matches in a row to close it out. Williams and Ubia against Flores and Spinner. Goanaga and Ben against Iturbide and Rock. Then Williams and Arats take on Flores and Benny. With Williams healthy, no changes in that schedule for Monday. Should be a fun game day. Hope that you join us back here as we continue on with our Fall 23 Battle Court season. He's Stu Nyman. I'm Andrew Bleckman. We'll see you back here Monday at 5 p.m.
See you Monday, 5 p.m.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.